South Umpqua High School Athletics is brought to you by the South Umpqua Booster Club, Leisha and Dr. Mark Phillips, Swanson Group, Pizza Palace, Soco Coffee Company, Advanced Eye Care, Express Employment Services, The Integrity Team, and D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. You're listening to South Umpqua High School Athletics on Douglas County SportsOnline.com.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to South Umpqua High School football tonight from Frosty Lowry Field in Tri-City. It's a Far West League battle between the Sutherlin Bulldogs and the South Umpqua Lancers. Hello everyone, I'm Brent Newton along with my broadcast partner Mike Rudy and our statistician Josh Kennedy. It's Far West League action. It's been a long time since the Lancers have tasted victory in the Far West League. It was 2009 and it was a win over Sutherlin, 20-6. Since then, 20 straight losses. Is that correct, or 19? I think 19 straight losses. And SU would like to break that string tonight against the Bulldogs. They were coming off a 56-29 win last Friday at Illinois Valley, a non-league game in which Dakota Singer, the senior tailback for SU, ran for 356 yards and 6 touchdowns to lead SU to their second win of the season. Sutherland coming in at 1-2 in league play. They are 1-4 overall. We'll take a quick timeout and come back with the pregame show. I'll talk with SU head coach Steve Stebbins next on Douglas County SportsOnline.com.
Dell's Building Supply has been an active member of the Myrtle Creek Tri-City community for more than 50 years. Dell's is also proud to sponsor its local students and a variety of school programs, including South Umpqua High School athletics. Owner Jeff Johnson and his staff wish all Lancer teams success this season. Dell's Building Supply, 102 South Old Pacific Highway in Myrtle Creek. Go Lancers!
For over 25 years, Clinton Newell Auto Group has worked to earn a name that means more than just another great deal. It's important to us that our name means the best in service, maintenance and repair, and customer satisfaction. We're also proud to be part of this great community by sponsoring and helping many of the events we all know and enjoy. It's our way of saying thanks to all of you who helped Clinton Newell Auto Group become Douglas County's #1 dealer. Clinton Newell Auto Group, where our name means more.
Welcome back to the pregame show. I'm Brent Newton, and joining me as always is South Umpqua head football coach Steve Stebbins. Coach, your team coming off a big victory last Friday in Cave Junction, beating Illinois Valley 56-29. Talk a little bit about that victory.
It was a well-played game by us, probably the best offensive game we've played all year. Our defense started strong. We had some lapses, but we finished a little bit. But offensively, it was the best game we played all year, and hopefully we just keep building off that.
Your team scored 56 points. The offense has been one of the keys coming into the season, but defensively you've been kind of up and down. But what was your take on how they played last week?
We started strong and played really well, and then I think we relaxed because we got up 21-0, and then we kind of relaxed, and you could feel the whole, as a group, you could feel us relaxed, and all of a sudden they got back in the ball game, and then we had to kind of crank it back up again, and so we've got to learn to play continuously no matter the score. So that's something we're learning, and we were talking about it today. We're only starting 3 seniors on defense, so we're a young defensive team, so they're growing. So.
Now, offensively, Dakota Sanger was fantastic. Only played 3 quarters. He scores 6 touchdowns, well over 300 yards. Talking with some of my friends who are big football fans locally, they say, it's a 4A school, hasn't played anybody. But Dakota Sanger, he's the real deal.
Yeah, he is the real deal. I mean, you get him out here, he's a 2-time district 100-meter champ, so he can run. You get him in the weight room, he benches 300 pounds, he squats over 300 pounds. He is the real deal. And we played North Bend, we played Siuslaw. They were good 4A programs, and he's got 175 rushing against North Bend, and so he's the real deal, no doubt about it.
Now tonight you take on Sutherlin, back to the Far West League. Talk a little bit about the Bulldogs.
Everyone says they're struggling. They are young. I mean, you look at their roster; they are young, but this is going to be a battle. And like I told the kids, it's going to be a dogfight. No pun intended, since they're the Bulldogs. But this is going to be a battle. Last year, I think we looked past them a little bit, and they kicked our fannies all over the field. So. It's going to be interesting because you watch them on film, and just like us, they competed with Siuslaw in the first half. They competed with North Bend in the first half, and then kind of the same type of deal to both of us in the second half. So this is going to be interesting tonight.
Now, it's the Far West League game. Of course, you got this one and 3 others left. You haven't won for a while in the Far West League. Is that weighing on the kids' minds, or are they not even worried about it?
we haven't even talked about it, and that's weighing on my mind. I want to get this thing off, so none of you guys can talk about it anymore. But we haven't even talked about it. It's not an issue with us. We're just trying to get better every week.
And finally, Coach, the health of your ball club coming in.
We're a little nicked up here and there, but we're fairly healthy. I've got a couple of young kids who are sophomores, who are JV kids more than they are varsity kids, but they're swing players for us who are a little banged up. And we had a couple lopers battling a little turf toe, and Eric Hurt is back early in the week, but he's back, so I think we're going to be all right health-wise.
Chance to pick up your second straight win. Best of luck.
Thank you.
That is head coach Steve Stebbins. Stay with us. The pregame show continues on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Hey, bro, good call on catching the game at Pizza Palace. This is cool.
Well, they pay me to come in and watch.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
It's true. With the awesome deals and great food means I don't have to cook, so it's kind of like being paid to come in and eat and watch the game. Yep, I pretty much consider myself to be a professional viewer.
Oh, you do you?
Pretty much.
You are so reality challenged.
No, I'm not. And if you really knew me, you'd know that I've been thinking about going pro for a long time now.
Just pass the pizza.
Pizza Palace at Myrtle Creek, the way pizza was meant to be.
Northwest Community Credit Union wants to know what you're saving for. Are you saving for your first home or your first security deposit, a road trip to a music festival, or a concert at your local amphitheater? No matter what it is or where you are in life, it's never too early to start saving for whatever may be coming your way. Go to Northwest Community's Facebook page, share your savings stories for a chance to win a $500 12-month CD. NCUA insured, must be 18 years or older to enter. No purchase necessary. Go to nwcu.com or visit their Facebook page for details.
When I hear the word bistro, I flash back to Europe and immediately smell the alluring aroma of deep, rich coffee, followed by fresh baked pastries, the hearty soups. But you don't have to have a European flashback for a true bistro experience. Just swing into SoCo Coffee. They have the same handmade croissants, bagels, big fat cinnamon rolls, and the breakfast sandwiches, the soups, the salads, all homemade and all backed up with organic fair trade coffees. For the European experience, eat and hang out by the fire. Or if you're in an all-American hurry, just hit the drive-thru at SoCo Coffee in Myrtle Creek on Main next to Advanced Eye Care.
And welcome back to South Umpqua High School. I'm Brent Newton, and the Lancers being introduced here. The starting offense right now, it's homecoming here in Tri-City, and joining me after a week hiatus is my broadcast partner, Mike Rudy. Mike, good to have you back.
Hey, welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, the Lancers coming off a big victory last week, Mike. You missed it. You said you listened a little bit, but offensively they were fantastic. And, folks, we're going to have to take a quick break. Are they doing national anthem right now? They are. We're going to take a quick break, folks. We'll come back in 60 seconds and talk more about last week.
Hey, Mom, I have something you should meet. Something or someone? Something. It's my perfect food. It's your what? It's my perfect food. Not only does it taste great, it's packed with protein and calcium. It's my perfect healthy snack. Plus, it's made locally with RBST hormone-free milk, fresh from Oregon Dairy Farms.
Okay, I'll bite. What's the name of your perfect food?
It's my cottage cheese, from Umpqua Dairy, of course.
Umpqua Dairy. Mom, daughter, and quality checked approved since 1931.
RoseburgChrysler.com. That's the online home of Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Roseburg. Completely redesigned, built to give you the ultimate online vehicle shopping experience. Browse real photos of all of our vehicles. Whatever you're looking for. And what you see on the site is what you'll see on the lot. Find the vehicle you're looking for at RoseburgChrysler.com. And that's where you'll also find great promo price specials. Promo pricing makes buying a car fair and easy. A great selection of new vehicles loaded with options at a low promo price you can count on. And the all-new RoseburgChrysler.com makes it convenient. But that's not all. While you're there, value your trade. See what you can get for your car before you step foot on the lot. Schedule service and maintenance. Pick the time that works for you. Even apply for a loan. Lenders are online and ready to process your application. Just go to RoseburgChrysler.com for a great online auto shopping experience. That's RoseburgChrysler.com. The easy way to find a great deal. RoseburgChrysler.com.
Welcome back to South Umpqua High School. A pregame show was trying to get started there, but
we did.
Moved the national anthem up a little bit. Still about 6 minutes on the, about a little under 5 now on the game clock. But Mike, last week that big victory, Dakota Sanger was the man of the hour.
Yeah, it sure sounded like it. And when a running back has a game like that, the battle is really won with the line. So you got to give credit to the line of scrimmage for doing the right things and actually getting out there and having good fundamentals, blocking and creating holes for Dakota to run through.
Yeah, it's well put. The offensive line did a great job. They were without Mr. Duffy, who's back tonight. In fact, talking with Coach Stebbins before that game last week, they had some significant injuries. Blake Blancett did not play. Duffy did not play. Atherton did not play. And, Illinois Valley was 3-1 coming in, but SU just rolled.
Yeah, it sounded like an easy game, Brent. I mean, congratulations to you calling it. You sounded great. You did, but I mean, they made it sound easy. I mean, it sounded like a good, solid performance all around. Special teams played well. The defense played well. Offense, obviously, when you score 6 touchdowns in 3 quarters and have that many rushing yards, that's a pretty incredible performance.
Yep, doing something right. Now, you've been with me, and last year especially, defensively, that's always been the concern. And this year they've been a lot better, but they've been inconsistent.
Yeah, last year we talked a lot about them just finding the right combination of kids out on the field to come up with a solid defense. It looks like they've found that. And throughout the season, I think, based on the games that I've seen and watched and helped you call, it looks like they're starting to find home and become more consistent.
Yeah, and it's exciting to see, as Coach Stebbins mentioned in the pregame, only 3 seniors on that defensive side of the football. And some of these kids that we didn't even know about at the beginning of the season, all of a sudden, you see these names like Caleb Newton, one easy to remember since I have the same last name. No relation to Caleb. Is 5'9", 200-pound sophomore. I mean, he's played solid minutes. I mean, he got the start, his first start of the season last Friday in that victory. Another guy is Jerry Atherton, 255-pound junior, just to name a couple. But, I mean, they're becoming keys to this defense, and they're guys that we didn't even know about or expect to play this much.
They really are. I kind of thought that the tables were going to turn when DJ Holloway goes out, because DJ was one of those types of kids that's out there flying around, and he's making solid contact when he's tackling. He has a leg injury. He's out, and the defense really hasn't lost a beat. So that's good coaching. That's good fundamentals in practice. That's hard practices, and the kids look like they're really, really, really tuned in to Coach Stebbins.
Yeah, and I mean, other names just to throw them out there. Tanner Pence, 6'1", 165-pound junior, seen some huge minutes. Aaron Fish, 215-pound sophomore. Brandon Gilbert, 6', 250-pound junior. I mean, just to name a few of them. They've been fantastic, and it's just great to see them get better and better. But that's a sign of good coach, Mike, when you improve as the season goes along.
That sure is, and I'm really excited to see how they square up, and I'm looking forward to a first Far West League victory in 19 games.
Oh, it's been tough. I remember
I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah,
it's our third season. I haven't seen one with you yet.
Yeah, 1-4 my first year, 3 0-5s, and this year 0-2. So it's been a long time. That victory came in Game 3 of the 2009 season. They finished with 2 losses, and then 3 straight offers to make it 17 in a row, and they've started out 0-2 this year. But Siuslaw and North Bend, arguably the best 2 teams in the league. And now it's 4 winnable games.
And they put points on the board against both of those teams. So they were in the North Bend game. They were competitive with Siuslaw. They've been in just about every game that they've played. They just got outpaced in a couple of those games. And I'm looking forward to seeing some points put on the board, watch Dakota score some points, and see if this defense can hold Sutherlin.
That's right. I'm with Mike on that one. Hopefully we can get that big W, but it's not going to be easy. Their rivals from Sutherlin are in town here at Frosty Lowry. That'll do for the pregame. 1 30-second timeout, and we'll come back with a kickoff. SU Sutherlin coming up on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Did you know Dutch Bros Coffee roasts all of their own coffee fresh every day? We have individual relationships with the farmers that harvest our coffee to ensure that there's no compromise in any step of the process. From the farmer to the cup, we guarantee satisfaction. It says so at the bottom of every cup. Drive through one of our convenient locations today and put our world-renowned speed, award-winning service, and unprecedented quality to the test. All of our locations are locally owned and operated to strengthen community involvement. Visit www.dutchbros.com today.
Brent Newton along with Mike Rudy, our statistician Josh Kennedy, former SU quarterback and SU great, back to help us out.
Always a plus to have stats during a game.
Oh, I know, and he does a great job. He helped me last week. He was all the way on the other side of the field, about 150 yards from me, but he was texting me the stats and always makes for a better broadcast. We're ready to go. SU's going to get the football first, and here we go. The kick is short. It's going to be taken by Loper about the 26, far sideline, 30, 35, puts the shoulder down and gets across the 40-yard line. Good starting position.
Yeah, great field position starting here in the opening kickoff. We'll see if the Lancers can't do something here quick and make a statement early.
So here comes the junior signal caller, Eric Johnson, 5'11", 155-pounder. He's a Heck of a leader out there. He's done a great job this season. Lancers coming in at 2-3 on the season, 0-2 in the Far West League. Sutherlin 1-4 overall, 1-2 in league play. Everett split to the near side. Loper will join him. Two receivers far left. Single setback. Singer. The snap, they'll give it to Dakota. He'll flip it back to Johnson. Trick play down the middle, looking for Loper. He undershot it, intercepted at the 33-yard line. And that's number 15 for the Bulldogs, Harrison Harwood.
Yeah, Johnson just didn't play that one correctly. There wasn't a lot of pressure, although Sutherlin brought the house. I mean, both linebackers were blitzing, but the pressure really didn't need to result with that interception.
They actually going to put it down at the 35-yard line. Hello to our Sutherlin listeners as well. No reason to double up in the broadcast. So Kenny Sherman, the voice of the Bulldogs, he's actually the voice of the Wildcats and Bobcats tonight. He's doing Myrtle Point Glide, so you can listen to that game on Channel 1 or stick here on Channel 2. Sutherlin, South Umpqua. Lancers back are on defense for the first time. Looking to throw is Carson. It's incomplete. Good coverage. Boy, that's one of the big guys who dropped back, Aaron Fish.
Yeah.
215-pound down lineman dropped back in coverage. I guess he might be lining up at linebacker.
Yeah, he's in a linebacker position right now.
Wearing number 70. The quarterback for Sutherlin, he's a junior, 5'11", 175-pounder, Taylor Carson. Last week, SU picked off 5 passes from the Illinois Valley quarterback. Taylor Carson threw 6 interceptions in the loss last week. Carson checking out the defense. In motion, that is Austin Kennedy. Carson will hand the football. He's going to be hit in the backfield, spun, thrown back, and there's Atherton. The first man there is Jerry Atherton, 6'3", 255-pound junior. Talked about him early, and there he is.
Yeah, he blew by number 55, Sheldon Cook, like he wasn't even there. Got right through and put his big old paws and drug him right down.
11:15 and counting, just underway. Sutherlin picked off a Eric Johnson pass on the first play of the game, so Sutherlin has it 3rd down and 12. I believe I think that's Henderson, or is that McKnight? No, that's McKnight to the backfield. Carson throws in and out of the hands, incomplete of Kennedy, right at the first down marker. On the coverage was Matt Kennedy.
Well, Austin and Matt, we're going to have to call them by name, but Austin Kennedy probably should have come down with that reception as he was wide open and the ball was in a spot for him to be able to catch it.
So he drops the football, incomplete pass, 4th down, and Sutherlin will punt it away, standing back at the 20-yard line. Hard to see the numbers. Is that 81, I believe? I think it's Francisco Marquez, the punter. And that's going to be a fair catch. Sliding down is Christian Evans, and SU has it right back. So good job by the SU defense to hold a 3-and-out for the Bulldogs, and SU their second possession as head coach Steve Stebbins in his first season gives the play call to Eric Johnson, who sprints onto the field. And I have a feeling they might hand the ball to number 6.
Yeah, they're going to start seeing what he can do tonight.
Yep. Had a huge week last week. We're talking about Dakota Singer. He's the single setback. 3 receivers to the near side. Josh Reed, Cameron Everett, and Marcus Loper. Evans by himself to the left of the far side of the field on the Sutherlin side of the field. Johnson from the shotgun takes the snap, gives it to Singer. Right up the middle. Huge hole, 45. First down, 50 into the secondary and pulled down at the 45 on the stop, number 10, Jace Martineau.
Well, a nice 17-yard pickup there by Singer as he just blew right through the opening the offensive line created for him. And he drug a few defenders along with him before he finally went down.
Boy, Dakota Singer starting right where he left off. Same formation, 3 receivers to the near side. Johnson calls out the signal, same play. Going to run into a defender, but he keeps the legs churning, spins, and falls forward inside the 40 to the 39. And we'll tell the listeners at home, Steve Stebbins he's an organized guy. He's a heck of a football coach. They have painted the field. They've marked the field 10, 20, 30 all the way down, and also an SU logo right at the middle, right at the at midfield. Looks fantastic. Just everything he does just brings up the quality of this program. It's so impressive when you walk in here. I mean, here at the what we call the bunker, which is really below the press box. It's been cleaned. It's painted. I mean, everything Coach Stebbins has done with this program, people don't even notice, but to me, that builds a program.
No, I think people are noticing. I really do. I mean, you got a logo out on the football field that's 20 yards wide that hasn't been there. The field's been hard to read, at least the 3 years I've been helping you call.
Yep, not anymore. Johnson, a little miscommunication. He's going to tuck it under himself and make something of it. 40, 35, and pulled down from behind. And there's a penalty flag. Yeah. And I think he might have horse-collared him to the ground. On the stop was number 15, Harrison Harwood, the man who intercepted a Eric Johnson pass earlier. And that was a broken play, Mike.
Yeah, Harwood, being a sophomore, made the mistake of just grabbing him right on the back of the neck and pulling him down. And they're going to suffer a penalty there. But that blown call was read well by Kennedy or Johnson, and he did pretty good by making the best out of it.
And again, just that odd, I don't know why it's so odd to me, but the blue teal hanky that they throw, it's not yellow.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know, because some of them have yellow. I just think that's the oddest thing.
It is definitely odd.
Sutherlin wearing the pink socks, I guess, for breast cancer awareness. The SU cheerleaders down below have the pink pom-poms.
Our statistician says it's for prostate cancer awareness.
Handing the ball. Well, there's another mistake again going the other way. Johnson will take it himself. Maybe that's not a mistake. He gets around the corner, and he picks up good yardage.
Yeah, that was a nice run. I couldn't see it. I was blocked by the post there. But those blue flags are for prostate cancer awareness.
Is that true? Oh, I did not know that.
We're aware now.
We are. I think I have one of those.
Yes, you do.
Had it to Singer, who stumbles in the backfield. It is a muddy field. I actually interviewed Coach Stebbins on the field down about the 25-yard line. Thought I was going to get hit half the time during that pregame. And it's pretty muddy out there, and Singer just lost his footing and falls to the turf. Second down, the ball it looks like it's about the 15-yard line. Split to the left side is Christian Evans, Marcus Loper to the near side. Two backs in the backfield. That's Blake Blanchett at fullback. The tailback is Singer. Johnson calls out the signals. He'll hand it to Dakota, right side. Breaks a tackle in the open. 10, 5 to the quarter. Touchdown SU.
Yeah, nobody was going to catch him there. Blanchett created a huge hole, and he took out the linebacker, and Singer was able to easily scramble into the end zone. Beautiful play by the South Umpqua Lancers.
On to try the extra point, Dakin Johnson. He's got a leg. The kick is up. Good. SU 7. Sutherlin nothing. You're listening to Far West League football on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
You see their trucks along highway construction sites and rolling to jobs throughout the community. Knife River Materials. The name is synonymous with high-quality products and great service. And you can have that solid Knife River experience at your home or office as well. Knife River products and materials are created right here and are rigorously tested before being applied. If you're putting in a pool, sidewalk, or driveway, tell your contractor to use Knife River Materials because you deserve the best.
Knife River. They've been serving Douglas County for over 50 years.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. I feel like I'm choking. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
What's better than a touchdown for your favorite team? Getting a great deal on groceries at your neighborhood Ray's Food Place. Ray's Food Place is your home team with fresh produce, the highest quality meats, tasty bakery items.
And welcome back to Frosty Lowry Field here in Tri-City. Brent Newton along with statistician Josh Kennedy and color commentator Mike Rudy. 7-0 on a 15-yard touchdown run by SU's Dakota Singer. It's going to be a little onside kick, but Johnson just popped it straight in the air. And grabbing it out of midair was one of the big up guys, and that is number 76, Casey Colbert, a 6'2", 295-pounder, and good field position for Sutherlin.
Yeah, this is going to be an early test here to the Lancer defense to see if they can hold Sutherlin with this good. They're dang near at half midfield here, so see if they can't pin their ears back and hold the Bulldogs.
First down and 10. Taylor Carson brings the offense out from the shotgun. He's going to hand it to McKnight. Got a hole. He went right, cuts left, breaks the tackle, fumbles the football. It's on the turf. Black jerseys around it, and that's Marcus Loper. SU has the football.
Brent, I almost interrupted you there to say if the way he was holding that ball, when he was shifting side to side, that ball was going to come out. And a great play by Loper to recover the drop ball by McKnight.
Nice run by McKnight.
He was pretty shifty.
Yeah, he was very shifty. Went right, went left, broke a tackle, then all of a sudden the ball just popped out, and nobody there but black jerseys, and Marcus Loper, the man of the hour, he scoops it up, and SU's got it, and they've got good field position already up 7-0. 7:38 to go first quarter. 3 receivers to the near side, ball on the near hash mark. Hand the football, Singer, left side, huge gap. Midfield, first down, 45-40, there he goes, 30, and he's tripped up at the 25-yard line.
So Dakota causes himself not to get a touchdown there, as I think he tripped over himself. I don't think anybody touched him, or else he was in the end zone.
Tripped over the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he tripped over the 30-yard line.
Boy, Singer, just like a man against boys the last couple of weeks. He's been unstoppable, and Singer doing it again, but credit that offensive line. Nick Sonka, 6 foot, 235-pound senior on the left side. Jordan McDevitt, 6'1", 255, a junior. Mason Ronan on the right side, the right guard. They're going to hand the football again to Singer right at the middle. Huge gap again. Nice move. Secondary first down inside the 10, and the Lancers have it first and goal.
What's most impressive about him is the speed and then yet the power. When he needs it, he can just take people with him. He gets right through a small little opening on the offensive line, and he can drag 2 or 3 people with him.
The center is number 65, Justin Bennett, 5'11", 165-pound senior. On the right side is Mason Ronan, 5'10", 250, a junior. And over there as well, Mikey O'Sullivan, 5'11", 240, a senior. And they just brought in Mr. Duffy. They're going to keep it on the ground. Penalty flags, and that play will be stopped before it gets going. 6 minutes and 44. Well, the clock's still moving. Somebody's got to stop it. It's still going. 7-0.
But right now, the offense cruising along. I'm not sure have we seen a pass play yet? One pass play.
First pass, intercepted.
Yeah, it was intercepted. Since then, it's been 9 rushing attempts for 106 total yards.
Eric Johnson's had a couple of nice runs himself on what looked like broken plays. Here we go, first down and goal. They will hand the ball to Singer, left side. There he goes, inside the 10. 5 dives, and he is down to about the
3-yard line.
Yeah, that's what it looks, maybe even closer than that. It's down to our right all the way on the far side of the field. We're not that high up, so we don't have a great vantage point, but we know they're close. So SU knocking on the door. 6:17 to go. No huddle. Johnson quickly brings the offense up. Blancett in at fullbacks. Keep it with Dakota. Left side. He lunges, and he is close, but no. Did not get in. Good job by the big boys up front. Sutherlin in their white uniforms. White helmets, white jerseys, white pants with the pink socks. In honor of prostate cancer awareness. Good to see the boys getting a little awareness on their side. Johnson, Sanger again, tries the right side, and he will march into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, SU.
That thing scares me every time it goes off, Brent. And I got a feeling it's going to go off a lot tonight.
Dakota Sanger, he had 6 last week, 2 more this week, and we're only 6 minutes and 23 seconds into this football game, and the Lancers on top 13-0. Dakin Johnson on to try the extra point. Christian Evans, placement down, the kick is up, it's high enough, and it is good. Just snuck in the left goalpost. SU 14, Sutherland nothing. You're listening to Far West League football on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
First Community Credit Union is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Since 1957, First Community has served communities like ours with the same commitment and same mission: to provide our community with dependable financial solutions, because where we live, community comes first. Visit myfirstccu.org or your local branch for financial solutions you can trust. First Community Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Hey, bro, good call on catching the game at Pizza Palace. This is cool.
Well, they pay me to come in and watch.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
It's true. With the awesome deals and great food, means I don't have to cook, so it's kind of like being paid to come in and eat and watch the game. Yep, I pretty much consider myself to be a professional viewer.
Oh, you do you?
Pretty much.
You are so reality challenged.
No, I'm not. And if you really knew me, you'd know that I've been thinking about going pro for a long time now.
Just pass the pizza.
Pizza Palace at Myrtle Creek, the way pizza was meant to be.
And welcome back to South Umpqua High School. Brent Newton along with Mike Rudy. And right now, all South Umpqua, Mike.
Yeah, it definitely is. And Singer has been the man. He's approaching 100 yards, and we still got over 5 minutes in the first quarter here.
14-0 the score. Back deep to receive for the Sutherlin Bulldogs, Austin Kennedy, the 5'8", 160-pound senior. I believe that's Jace Martineau back there as well. It's a low kick. It's going to hit about the 25, roll to the 20. That's where Kennedy picks it up. He goes left, cuts right. Nice move. 30, breaks the tackle. 35, 40. Near sideline, still going, and down near midfield. Finally taken down by Josh Reed.
Yeah, Reed, 160-pound junior. He really had it by the shoelaces, and that's all that brought him down. You know, you can give Singer all this credit, but I got to keep giving shouts out to the offensive line for the Lancers. You can have the best running back in the world, and he can have all the speed, but if your guys up front aren't going to create holes and allow gaps to happen for you, it's just not going to happen. That front five is doing a great job.
Yeah, they're getting better and better, and really the key to that offensive line we've always heard in the last couple of years, watch out for Trevor Duffy, the big guy, 6'3", 305, a junior. He's hardly played, and he's been mainly on defense in this one, so there's a lot of depth on that offensive line. From the shotgun is Taylor Carson, but penalty flags will fly. And with 5:28 to go first quarter, South Umpqua 14, Sutherlin nothing. Josh Kennedy, part of the last victory, or it was the last victory, October 23rd, 2009 against Sutherlin, a 20-6 win. So it's been almost 4 years since a Far West League win for the Lancers, and a good start for SU. They lead at 14-0, but they jumped out to a 21-0 lead last Friday against Illinois Valley, and the Cougars scored quickly twice to get it within a 7-point. But SU was able to get it together and stretch out that lead, and they won it 56-29. Carson rolls right, throws deep downfield. It's caught by Martineau, goes up high. Christian Evans on the coverage. Good coverage, but just a better throw and catch.
Yeah, Carson placed that just where Martineau could catch it and nobody else. Evans almost had the height to get that, but he didn't, and it was a nice first down there by the Bulldogs.
5:15 and counting, opening quarter. Sutherlin on the move now. They trail 14-0. Don't want to fall too far behind. Trips left, three receivers to the near side. Martineau along with Kennedy, and I believe that is Francisco Marquez. It is. They're going to do a little option right side. They pitch it to McKnight. Can't find anything. Reverses his field. Breaks a tackle. Well, they stopped the play. Boy, Pence and Sonka were there, but he broke out of it. But a quick whistle there, Mike.
I'm not sure that whistle should have come that soon because he was still fighting and moving forward. But he turned around and he quickly met number 55, Jordan McDevitt, a 6'1", 255-pound junior who stopped his reverse motion right quick and snappy.
He did a nice little 360 there.
Yes, he did.
He did pop out of there, boy. That was a quick whistle. I guess
sure
it
was.
stopped forward progress, but no argument from first-year head coach Sean Radford across the way. Both first-year head coaches, Sean Radford, a South Umpqua grad, and, of course, Steve Stebbins in his first season at the helm. He's been the offensive coordinator for the past 2 years. Handoff left side. I believe that's is that McKnight? Yep,
yeah,
Ryland,
McKnight,
who fumbled earlier. Nice little run across the 35 down to the 34. Leading the way is his offensive lineman. Boy, he's a big kid. Casey Colbert, we called his name earlier, 6'2", 295, a junior.
Yeah, he is a big kid. And McKnight, he's, only for just a sophomore, he runs pretty well. He moves good side to side. good speed. He can lower his head down and hit somebody hard. And I'm pretty impressed with the kid so far.
3 receivers again, split to the near side. That is Marquez along with Kennedy and Jace Martineau. Receiver wide to the right side. Single setback McKnight. Carson going up under center now. He will hand the football off on 3rd down and not going to get the first down. Taken down about the 31, but probably it says third. Is it the down marker says 3rd and the scoreboard says 4th? Yeah, it's 3rd down. Now they've got it straight. It's 3rd down. First down marker is about the 27-yard line, so about 3rd, call it 4. See, scoreboard still says 4th down and 4. And now the whistle will blow. And all the officials will converge. Clock will stop at 2 minutes and 53 seconds to go here in the first quarter. South Umpqua 14 and Sutherlin nothing. A pair of touchdown runs from Dakota Singer. Brent Newton along with Josh Kennedy, former SU great. Mike Rudy, former Cottage Grove great.
Are you a Black Tornado great?
No.
No? Come on, Brent.
A junior varsity great.
Oh, there you go.
A long time ago.
Something like, you remember our senior year on JV? Is that something like that? Yeah.
What movie was that? Wedding Crashers or
something like that?
That was hilarious.
So it is 3rd down.
There we go. They change it. 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 from the 31-yard line. Sutherland on the move. Marquez split to the near side. 3 receivers far to the right. Taylor Carson back from the shotgun. Rolls right. Stops. Slips. Keeps his balance. Throws kind of off balance. And sliding to the turf is Harwood, but they say incomplete. I think he had a little hop, skip, and a jump before it got into his paws, and that's just
a poor pass. Definitely in 4-down territory, I think.
Carson, though, lost his footing, so the junior just struggling with the muddy field right now, and it's 4th down. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to go for it here. I mean, you're in kind of no man's land at this point.
Yeah, too far for a field goal, and really not going to gain much with a punt. So 4th down and 4. Sutherland will go for it. Harwood, Martineau, and Kennedy to the right side. Marquez split to the near side. The single setback is McKnight. I don't think Raymond Henderson is playing. He was injured. He's usually their starting tailback. They'll keep it on the ground. Going right side, turns the corner, puts the shoulder down, and I think he got the first down. Matt Kennedy up on the stop. And I think with that spot, he should have it. He needed 4. Looks like he got about 5.
I've seen one line judge give him the first down. And now they're going to measure it.
Yep, the referee's going to call the timeout, so they're going to measure for the first down. Clock will stop with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. South Umpqua 14, Sutherland nothing, but the Bulldogs on the move. And this is a crucial measurement here. A 4th and 4, and did he get the first down? They're going to stretch out the chains, and I can't tell. I think he's going to get it. He did. He got about 4.5.
Yeah, he did. And this is a big drive for Sutherland. They've got to put some points on the board. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to stop the Lancer offense. Singer's already averaging 9.1 yards a carry. He's got a total of 91 yards on 10 rushes. That kid's going to run all night. Sutherland wants to stay in this game. It's going to be a track meet at the very least if they want to stay in the game. And this is the time that they're going to have to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're doing a good job now. They're running some time off the clock, and they're keeping Dakota Singer off the field. At the same time, they're picking up first downs and moving the chains.
That's what they need to do.
First down and 10. 3 receivers near side. Option this way. Carson will pitch to McKnight. Pulls it out of the air. Nice move inside. 35 or 25, 20, and down to about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. Boy, McKnight, the word you use, shifty, that's perfect to describe him.
It really is. I mean, you had Loper coming in and had him basically contained, and McKnight shifts to the right and blows right past Loper and picks up 4 or 5 extra yards.
You know, Sutherland has struggled a bit this year, but you look at Marquez, he is an underclassman, a junior. Taylor Carson, the quarterback, a junior. Raymond Henderson is injured. He's a junior. Ryland McKnight, a sophomore. Harrison Harwood, a sophomore. Only Jace Martineau and Austin Kennedy are seniors, so a lot of underclassmen for the Bulldogs. Future looks bright for Sean Radford. They'll hand it right up the middle, and there's huge room. First down, breaks a tackle, 5, and he's just going to keep the legs churning. Touchdown, Ryland McKnight.
Boy, that was a very close play for Blake Blancett to be offside, because that ball was snapped and Blake was in the backfield and he had his hands on Carson, but Carson was able to give it up to McKnight, and McKnight, I think he drug like 4 people with him into the end zone, so he's got some power as well.
So Ryland McKnight, fantastic run. Now Sutherlin, they've got 8 players all the way to the left near the sideline here. The place kicker, the center, and the snapper, that's it. They're going to go for 2. They pitch it. Throw it up to the center who scores. Boy, what was that? I think I did that in my front yard.
Well, for those of you at home, if you've ever seen the Oregon Ducks play on an extra point kick, that's how they line up. They line a whole bunch of people off to the side. You just got the center and you got the placeholder and you got the kicker there, and they decide whether or not they're going to snap the ball quick and try to run it into the end zone, or bring the offense or bring the line back and do the extra point kick. They must have saw something in the defense that South Umpqua wasn't prepared for. They snapped it and ran it, did that little jump pass.
Was that the center who caught that was? So that he was an eligible receiver, the center.
Yeah, he's an eligible receiver.
Which was McKnight, so he good on the 2-point conversion. And we'll keep it right here, 14-8. And Sutherlin did what they had to do, Mike.
Yeah, they sure did. They needed to put some points on the board. And now it's critical to see how far into this is South Umpqua. Are they going to answer back, and we're just going to turn this into what I said earlier is a track meet? Or is the offense been on the sideline a little bit too long? We'll see here as Sutherlin's lining up here to kick.
So back deep to receive for South Umpqua will be Dakota Singer and Christian Evans standing back about the 14-yard line. I don't think they're going to see the football, though, teeing it up at the 40. That is Austin Kennedy. No relation, Josh? No relation. Josh, former SU quarterback, his brother Matt Kennedy. Two-way starter, and this is Austin Kennedy for Sutherlin. It's going to be a line drive, boy. That is right to Evans. 20, 25, got the wall. 35, comes near side. Can he turn the corner? 40, 45. Marquez there to push him out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, and SU, great starting position.
Evans was going to run right into the back of that pack, and then he saw an opening on the right side of the field, and he took advantage of his speed to get around the corner and pick up about 18 more extra yards than what he would have had if he'd run right into that pack.
Good job by the special teams. Give Bob Fiesel credit. I think he's the special teams coach. Well done by the Lancers, and they've got it 1st down and 10 already in Sutherlin territory. They'll start it at the 45-yard line. Ball to the near hash mark. That is Reed, Everett, and Loper to the near side. Evans, the big return. He is wide to the left side. Single coverage out there. Snap. Johnson, Singer, left side, breaks the tackle. First down, secondary. Could it go? 30, 20, forget it. 10, 5. Touchdown, Dakota Singer.
I have just decided that Singer's going to go pro next year.
He's going to skip college, huh?
Yeah, he's going to leave prior to his freshman year.
45 yards, and Singer's third score. Let's listen to the SU fight song. Lancer is able to answer and answer quickly, Mike.
11 carries and 136 yards for Singer, and he is well on track to pace himself against last week's performance.
Yeah, measly 356 last week, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
On a, 500-plus yard pace right now. I mean, Singer, he only played 3 quarters last Friday, running for 356 yards on 22 carries, 6 touchdowns, and already 3 in this one. The poor snap, I think did that hit the up guy? I think it did.
It did.
Didn't even make it to the
I would say if there's any critique I have so far of anything I've seen this season, it's been some of the snapping. They've had issues getting the ball from the quarterback to the kicker to the punter, And it looks like they still need to work on that.
We'll take a quick timeout. Just under 1 to go here. 50 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Lots of offense. 20-8. South Umpqua.
For over 25 years, Clinton Newell Auto Group has worked to earn a name that means more than just another great deal. It's important to us that our name means the best in service, maintenance and repair, and customer satisfaction. We're also proud to be part of this great community by sponsoring and helping many of the events we all know and enjoy. It's our way of saying thanks to all of you who helped Clinton Newell Auto Group become Douglas County's #1 dealer. Clinton Newell Auto Group, where our name means more.
Dell's Building Supply has been an active member of the Myrtle Creek Tri-City community for more than 50 years. Dell's is also proud to sponsor its local students and a variety of school programs, including South Umpqua High School athletics. Owner Jeff Johnson and his staff wish all Lancer teams success this season. Dell's Building Supply, 102 South Old Pacific Highway in Myrtle Creek. Go Lancers!
50 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. South Umpqua 20, Sutherlin 8. Dakota Singer 45-yard scamper. His third touchdown of the opening quarter, 136 yards on the ground, and SU leads it by a dozen. Dakin Johnson, a little short kick to the up man, hit at the 30, goes out of bounds. They kicked it to the right guy, number 57. That is Justin Crum, 6 foot, 175-pounder. When you wear 57, you're not a wide receiver.
Now I'm back on.
Sorry about that, Mike.
That's all right.
For the Lancers, see if they can get the stop on defense. Sutherland looked really good, picking up that key 4th down and 4. Ryland McKnight did most of the work, and the Bulldogs able to score and a 2-point conversion, 20-8. But the Lancers really offensively just doing pretty much anything they want on the ground against the Sutherland defense. Taylor Carson from the shotgun, the junior signal caller. It's option right side. He'll tuck it under himself, puts a shoulder down, stood up and pushed back 4 black jerseys there. Justin Bennett, that is Jerry Atherton.
And Trevor Duffy.
Yeah, Duffy into the ball game. The big guy, 6'3", 305, the junior. Been injured a lot this season. Well, they've got some big kids finally up front. That's so nice to see. And some talented ones as well. Caleb Newton, the sophomore linebacker, starting for the 2nd straight week. It's like Blancett back out there along with Justin Bennett. Defensive backs Loper, Evans, Eric Johnson, and Matt Kennedy. 4 receivers. This is not the normal Sutherland offense. They usually packed them in the last few years under Josh Gary and ran the football. The final play of the quarter, Kennedy bobbled it again, but somehow hauled it in and gets knocked out of bounds at the 38. That's the final play of this opening quarter. The score, South Umpqua 20, Sutherland 8. You're listening to Far West League football on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Just like the team that lines up and runs the ball up the middle, ShopSmart doesn't rely on fancy gimmicks or trick plays. All you'll find at your neighborhood ShopSmart are direct deals for the best prices on the products you need most. Need a first down on 3rd and 1? Pull back up the middle. Need prices on groceries that won't break the family bank? Head to ShopSmart. Proud to support today's local football. ShopSmart, where savings are in the bag.
To recognize the achievements of every student. That's the mission of the South Umpqua High School Booster Club. Each year, the boosters bring awareness to the community about student achievements. Get involved. Visit a booster club meeting on the 2nd Monday of the month at the district office starting at 6:30 in the evening. South Umpqua High hosts 13 sporting activities from the fall through spring sessions. Contact Lisa Lemming at 580-8405. Support your community. Support South Umpqua Booster Club.
1 quarter in the books here from Frosty Lowry Field in Tri-City. South Umpqua 20, Sutherland 8. Bulldogs have the football. It's 3rd down and about 3 for Sutherland, but they are at their own 38-yard line. Harrison Harwood split to the near side. Ryland McKnight, the sophomore tailback, has had a big evening so far. Trips left, 3 receivers split to the left side. Taylor Carson will now go up under center. The junior checks out the SU defense. 3rd down and 3. Carson calls out the signals. Going to hand it McKnight left side, shoulder down, just keeps the legs turning. Boy, he's a tough runner, and he's going to be really close to the first down. I think they're going to give it to him on that spot. And, yep, they're not even going to measure. He needed 3, got about 3.5, maybe 4 yards. First down, Bulldogs.
Nice run there by McKnight, just lowering his head and bulldozing through a few Lancers to get the first down.
A lot of his yards come after contact. I mean, he keeps going.
He sure does.
Only a sophomore. Carson will go up under center again. They got a fullback in there. They're going to hand to McKnight. He's hit in the backfield. He breaks out of the grasp of the arm tackle and gets across the 45. That looked like it was going to be stopped for a loss. Instead, picks up some positive yards.
Sure does. He's got some attributes from their running back last year, Bo Groff. I mean, Bo was a really powerful runner. He just lowered his head and just go right through a line. McKnight's got some of the same characteristics there. But, one of the stats that Josh has got here is 159 yards rushing in the first quarter for the Lancers and only 47 for the Bulldogs. Seemed like that was more for the Bulldogs, but only 47 yards.
McKnight, also the backup tailback. Raymond Henderson was a starter, but he got injured. Carson can't find anybody, so he's going to tuck it under. Nice decision by the junior across midfield. First down to the 45 and taken down by Justin Bennett at the 44-yard line. And good patience back there by Carson, and he picks up the first down. They'll move the chains, and the Bulldogs keep the clock. Well, it's going to go. I think he went out of bounds. He did. 10:39 to go first half, 20-8. But Sutherlin keeping the football. They'd like to get some nice long drives and keep that SU offense off the field. Harwood, Martineau, and Kennedy split to the near side. Marquez wide to the left. The single setback. That is McKnight. Now from the shotgun is Carson. Calls out the singles. Option near side. Tucks it under. Nice little run. Breaks a tackle across the 40 and gets to the 38. On the stop, Caleb Newton, the sophomore linebacker. Justin Bennett lends a helping hand, but a good pickup for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're really starting to pick up some steam with their rushing here. Both teams having success. Why would you want to throw the ball?
Right at 10 minutes to go, first half. South Umpqua 20, Sutherlin 8 here on homecoming. Split wide to the left side. That is now Cody Brownson, 5'11", 155-pound sophomore. 2 receivers to the near side. Going to be keeper to Carson, and he is going to be taken down immediately at about the 35. I think you need to get to about the 34 maybe for the first down, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1. And what do you say, 2 down territory, Mike?
Absolutely. You're still in no man's land. Why would you want to punt it? At this point, I'm not sure if you're conceding or not that Singer's going to score. He's already got 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, but you're going to have to keep putting points on the board, and if that means 4 downs, that means 4 downs.
4 receivers, Martineau and Harwood to the near side, Marquez and Kennedy to the left side, McKnight. The lone setback up under center. Carson, they'll give it to McKnight. First down. Cuts it inside and down at the 30-yard line. Needed 1. He picked up about 6.
They're not flashy, right? But it's 4, 5, 6 yards on a carry, and they just keep moving the sticks down the field, and they're in this ball game still at 20-8 with just under 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's what they've got to do. Just nice, time-consuming drives on offense. And really what you have to do is you've got to score points at the end of these drives. Plus, just going to have to hope for a turnover or just get a stop or 2 in this one. And Sutherland's going to have a chance. 4 receivers again. Carson will go out of the shotgun on this play. He's going to throw the football, and it's caught at the 29. Nice hands. That's Martineau. Good coverage, Kennedy and Newton, but better throw and catch again. Jace Martineau, boy, in traffic. That's a couple big catches from the senior.
Yeah, he's played well by Matt Kennedy. Kennedy read that all the way, turned, make contact as soon as the ball got there. So that was a nice throw and nice catch.
Matt Kennedy, Caleb Newton on the stop. Brent Newton, Josh Kennedy in the booth. What do you think of that, huh? I don't think there's any Rudies out on the field, Mike.
No.
Carson from the shotgun, gets the snap, looking to throw. Pressure, pocket collapses, comes to the near side, gets around the corner, just slides out of bounds before he gets hit. Given chase was big number 53, Nick Sonka, the 6', 235-pound senior. And the clock will stop with 7:53 to go here in the first half. South Umpqua 20, Sutherlin 8, but the Bulldogs on the move. They've got it third down, and I would say about 3, maybe a long 2. Ball placed about the 24-yard line. Lancers, their home black uniforms, black helmets, black shirts, black pants. Sutherlin in the road whites. Here we go. Third down and a couple. They've had success. Carson rolls left, stops, looks, pressure now. Going to roll right, gets a block. He's going to pick up the first down. Penalty flag comes down and taken down by Bennett at the 15 and shoved back hard as Blake Blansett and Christian Evans get in, but a flag all the way on the other side of the field.
Yeah, I think we're going to have offensive holding there, but during that play, the defensive ends have got to keep containment on the quarterback so he doesn't change directions like he did and pick up 15 yards. The young defensive ends are going to learn that lesson the hard way if they play that play like they did.
Another blue flag on the field. On the Sutherland side of the field, the Bulldog fans across the way in the small bleachers. Good crowd here on homecoming, boy.
Sure is.
Nearly packed here on the covered side, on the SU side. I think there might be some Sutherland fans down to my left. Frosty Lowry Field here in Tri-City. Great place to watch a football game. Brent Newton, statistician Josh Kennedy, and Mike Rudy, Far West League football. 20-8, but Sutherland, trailing by 12, is on the move. But that's a huge penalty because instead of a third down and 2, actually instead of a first down, you've got it now third down and a whole bunch. That was a spot foul, so it's all the way back to about the 36. What do you call it, third, about 17 or 18? Boy, that's a huge penalty. Carson will have to throw, goes far side, and he got it complete out there to Kennedy. He just threw it to a spot, and Kennedy ran underneath it, and he's driven out of bounds hard. Loper and Kennedy on the stop. Matt Kennedy on the stop. Austin Kennedy on the reception. Did not enough for the first down, but now it's a makeable fourth down and about 5. Ball at about the 25. It's going to be a fourth and about maybe 5 or 6. They'll go for it. Trips right. Kennedy, Martineau, and Harwood. Carson looking to throw. Pressure from Duffy. Rolls right. Cuts it inside. Getting chased by Atherton, and he's taken down at about the 21, and I don't think he got it.
That's close, isn't it, Brent?
It depends on the spot. I think with that mark, I don't think he got it. But it's hard to say because the down mark is all the way on the other side of the field. And the referee will now give a long look, and he's going to have to call the timeout. They're going to have to bring the chains, and that's a long journey for the
Boy, it sure is.
chain gang. 6:37 to go, first half. This is huge right here for both teams, especially for the Bulldogs. Taylor Carson on the scramble. Did he get enough? They're going to measure right here, and he is going to pick up the first down. He got enough. The second time they've done that on fourth down.
And it's been really, really close both times. That was a critical first down pickup there.
Clock stopped at 6:37 to go here in the first half of action on homecoming night here in Tri-City. 20-8, South Umpqua with the lead, but Sutherland on the move. Big scramble, and picking up the first down was the junior quarterback, Taylor Carson. First down at 10, 3 receivers to the left. Harwood by himself, single coverage out here with Evans to the right side. McKnight, the lone setback. They'll pitch it to Ryland, and he's going to make a nice little move and finally get taken down. He got by Pence, who charged into the backfield. Alex Thompson helping out on the stop. Alex, a 5'11", 185-pound junior, second down. halfway through the second quarter. 5:55 and counting. Bulldogs trailing by 12, but Sutherlin on the move. Ball in the far hash mark, right at the 20-yard line. Second down and 10. Marquez split to the left side, trips right. Kennedy, Martineau, and Harwood. And McKnight in the backfield. Carson rolls right, stops, throws down the middle, and it's intercepted. That is Josh Reed. He'll run it out to 5-10, across the 20, breaks the tackle, 30, near sideline, forward and taken down. SU football.
And Brent, they're going to get an excellent spot. He stepped out of bounds about 8 yards before they actually brought him down, and they're going to pick that up. The referee did not see where he stepped out of bounds, but he clearly was.
Carson kind of forced it in there. A lot of black jerseys around and just threw it right into Josh Reed's paws, and number 82. A nice return by the 6'1", 160-pound junior, and SU stops the drive, or maybe Sutherland stopped themselves, and SU's got it back. Will they keep it on the ground? Johnson gets the snap. Singer gets hit and driven down. Ryland McKnight back at the 38-yard line, 2nd and 12, loss of 2.
McKnight on the full blitz there, blows right through the offensive line and meets Singer in the backfield. Well, McKnight showing some good defensive moves there as well.
Reed, Everett, and Loper split to the left or to the right side, near side. That's Evans. Single coverage out here with Carson. They'll hand it to Singer. Nice block right side. Goes across the 45, across midfield, and take it down at the 46. First down. He picked up about 16. Boy, he can make up some ground in a hurry, can't he?
People are grabbing him, and they're trying to pull him down. He's just got explosive speed. It's just something you just don't see every day.
He's a patient runner, too. And, I mean, Sutherland knows it's coming, and they still can't stop it. But like you said, credit that offensive line as well. Singer gets it again, turns on the jets, small gap, gets through it to the 40, stood up, keeps the legs churning, gets shoved from behind by his big offensive lineman, Mason Ronan, along with Mikey O'Sullivan, and Singer gets it inside the 40, good mark to about the 38-yard line.
And you know the offensive line's doing the right thing when the running back doesn't have to slow down on a dive play. I mean, he's full speed going through the line of scrimmage there. That's because the offensive line's opened up that gap.
Evans split to the near side. Single coverage with Carson. They'll keep it on the ground with Singer. Right side. Got the first down. 35. Stood up at the 31. And now it's just a big rugby scrum. And that's going to be a first down, South Umpqua. Nick Sonka, Jordan McDevitt, Justin Bennett, Mason Ronan. And also out there, that is Mikey O'Sullivan. Is that who I forgot?
Yeah.
There he is, big number 66. Great job of that front five. Johnson quickly brings the offense up from the shotgun. High snap, gives it to Singer, and he's going to be hit and driven back. 2 white jerseys there on the stop. That is McKnight again. And that's got to be big number 76. So that, this 295 pound. Yeah, Cobert. 6'2", 295. Well,
he's a big kid, too.
That's Division I size. I had Division I talent, Mike, just not the size.
I had a Division I mindset, just not the talent.
I'm also lying. And now we got penalty flags. 3:05 to go first half. An interception inside the 5-yard line. Josh Reed picked it off and returned it 30-plus yards to the 40-yard line. And SU turned back the Bulldogs, and now they're on the move, doing most of the damage. Dakota Singer on the ground. He's had a huge first half. He scored all 3 touchdowns, 9 touchdowns in just 4-plus quarters in the last 2 weeks. Dakota will get it again. Turns it inside, 30. Penalty flag goes down, and he's going to get to the 21-yard line, but that could be a hold back here at the 35, Mike.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. I didn't see the number. My view is obstructed right where the flag is. Yeah, they're going to call it against Sutherlin.
Oh, they are going to call it. I see the South Umpqua offensive linemen clapping their hands. They were standing around the referee and the back judge, and they're marching closer to the goal line. So that is going to be, I wonder if is that a face mask or what was that, a personal foul? It's kind of an odd, kind of behind the play a little bit. Singer shot through a gap on the left side, then the flag came down. Here we go with the call.
Chop below the...
Chop block?
Yeah, chop block.
On the defense? Maybe a little frustration behind the play, but SU will take it. Sutherland backed up now. Ball inside the 15, down around the 12-yard line. First down and 10. Blanton in at fullback. Johnson will keep it on the ground. Singer left side. 10, 5. Touchdown, Dakota Singer.
Here comes the cannon.
They might have put a little extra juice in that one. So SU will go for 2 as they had the botched snap in the last conversion attempt. So Johnson has the offense up, 2 backs again. They'll hand it to Singer. He'll follow Blanton. Same play, same result. 2 points. SU stretches the lead out. 2:41 to go, first half. South Umpqua 28. Sutherlin 8.
When I hear the word bistro, I flash back to Europe and immediately smell the alluring aroma of deep, rich coffee, followed by fresh baked pastries, the hearty soups. But you don't have to have a European flashback for a true bistro experience. Just swing into SoCo Coffee. They have the same handmade croissants, bagels, big fat cinnamon rolls, and the breakfast sandwiches, the soups, the salads, all homemade and all backed up with organic fair trade coffees. For the European experience, eat and hang out by the fire. Or if you're in an all-American hurry, just hit the drive-thru at SoCo Coffee in Myrtle Creek on Main next to Advanced Eye Care.
That coffee's good. It's so creamy.
It's this new fat-free half and half from Umpqua Dairy.
Fat-free half and half? How's that even possible?
I don't know. Magic cows? It says on the carton Umpqua Dairy's new fat-free half and half is made from real milk and is 100% oil-free, so magic cows.
Huh. Wonder what magic cows look like.
Evidently fairly skinny.
Well, that would explain the fat-free. Think I'll have another cup and extra half and half.
Umpqua Dairy's new fat-free half and half. It's made using local RBST-free magic cows. And it's not just for coffee. It's a great cream substitute in your favorite recipes. Look for it in your grocer's dairy case today.
Brent Newton along with Mike Fruity, statistician Josh Kennedy. Boy, Josh making us actually sound professional here.
Yeah, we're getting ready to talk contract with him. You got to fill out the rest of the year with us, bud. I'll drive.
Right. You do basketball too, Josh? Maybe. I like that. So the Lancers stretch out the lead. Look like Sutherland might go in to cut the lead to single digits, but the interception and then the resulting SU drive, which was basically all Dakota Singer, and it's 28-8. 20-point advantage. Dakin Johnson will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Tanner Pence stands to his left. They always do this. You never know who's going to kick the ball. They both go charging to it. Johnson usually is the one who kicks it. A little bit deeper this time. It's going to be bobbled, taken at the 22. That's Martineau. Nice little move to the left, but he's taken down. That's Christian Evans. Nice open field tackle about the 27.
Yeah, nice job by Christian Evans reading that one and making a beautiful open field tackle.
So Sutherland, 2:35 to go in this first half. They'd like to get some points on the board. They've done most of their damage running the football, but it's been very time-consuming, their drives, and they may have to put it in the air here because time not on their side right now. 2:35 to go first half. Trips left. Martineau, Kennedy, and Marquez split to the left side. Harrison Harwood, the sophomore wide receiver, wide to the near side. Ryland McKnight, he's been the workhorse this evening. He's in the backfield. Carson from the shotgun will look to throw. Pump fake. Nobody left. Goes right now. Gets by Pence. Rolls all the way to the left side of the field. Throws, and it's caught and fumbled. And they're going to say incomplete. And the wide receiver.
I'm not sure about that. He might have made a football move there, Brent.
He did. That was Marquez who caught it, and then he turned upfield, was hit immediately. The ball popped loose. But they're going to say No catch, and it's going to
replay.
Stay Sutherlin football. Will they throw the challenge flag?
What color is it?
No challenge at the high school level. I think it was a good call. 2nd down and 10. As they say, a bang play. Who laid the hit on there? Did you see across the field?
I think it was Kennedy.
2nd down and 10. Carson, low snap. Good hands from the signal caller, and he's going to try to run out of trouble, and he can. He got by the first wave, which was Alex Thompson. But Nick Zonka.
I mean, he was eating that up like you're standing still and I'm coming to get you, and he did.
He sidestepped the first man, but no luck with Mr. Zonka on the sack, and the clock will move. Steve Stebbins has some timeouts to use. He's standing behind the side judge. He may use one here soon. 1:50 and counting. Now the Bulldogs would just love to run some time off the clock. They're standing in the huddle. They're going to take as much time off that game clock as they can. 1:45 and counting. South Umpqua 28, Sutherlin 8. 4 Dakota Singer touchdowns. That's 10 in 2 weeks. They're setting up the screen, and it's incomplete. Boy, they had it set up to McKnight, but it hit the shoulder pad of the lead blocker. Just kind of a miscommunication there. And, the problem was there, the Lancers bid on that, Mike. They had about 5 black jerseys charging in at Carson. They set that up beautifully.
I didn't see who that was. I think that was number 63, Cody Stone. But he was in the way of that screen. He was right next to the receiver, and he just hit him in the back.
And it looked like McKnight had a little bit of room. He had some territory to make up, but I think he would have gotten close on that, but it just didn't work out for the Bulldogs. SU got a little lucky on that one. Over pursued the quarterback. Pressure from Reed, and good block at the end. And they're able to get the punt away. That's Evans. Nice little stutter step. Gets by the first wave across midfield, across the 45, and boy, good mark to the 41-yard line. And SU got a chance here with 1:21 to go, Mike.
Yeah, they do. I mean, that's plenty of time. Singer can run, a 4-second 50 probably.
It didn't take him long. I think one play, 45 yards, and then the 2-point conversion. He's got almost all the points. 27 of the 28, does that sound right? 26 of the 28. 26, yeah. Dakin Johnson has a couple. Johnson will hand it to Dakota. That's the same play that they scored on. He breaks the tackle, goes all the way to the other side of the field. 35, first down 30, and tripped up. At about the 26, the man who got him around the ankles, that is Harrison Harwood. And I think there's a penalty flag. Yep, now I see it. A blue flag laying back at the 41-yard line, the SU side of the field. And Steve Stebbins probably knows what's going to happen here. Boy, Singer picked up about 20, but he ran about 40.
I'm not sure if Singer doesn't like a penalty like this. Instead of a 40-yard touchdown run, he can now get a 60-yard touchdown run.
Just where he wants it, working on the stats. But Singer virtually unstoppable the last couple of weeks. I mean, you say, well, he scored 10 touchdowns, but what's more impressive about that, he scored 6 in 3 quarters last week. He's got 4 in less than 2 quarters this week. 10
That's a season.
Yep, in 5 quarters. He's not done yet. He's got a fullback Blancett out there. Clock moving, 1:10 and counting. Johnson calls out the signals. He will hand it to Singer. Left side, 50, 45. There he goes! 30, 20, forget it! Touchdown, Dakota Singer. You said it, Mike.
I called it. How fun is this? The Far West League victory is on its way here with a 34-8 lead with 58 seconds left in the game. How much was there? Was there a minute 21 when they took over? A minute and 21, so they wasted 23 seconds.
To be exact, 22.7 seconds on the drive, and Dakota Singer well over 200 yards now, I'm assuming, as Dakin Johnson on to try the extra point. Christian Evans will do the holding. Good snap. Not that good of a snap. Evans will take it around the corner, breaks the tackle. Is he going to get in? No, he'll be pushed out at the 1.
Boy, he was close.
Snap wasn't that bad. It was a little slow, but Evans caught it and then put it down for a moment, but then all of a sudden decided just to pull it up and try to go around the corner. We'll keep it right here, 58.3 to go. That last touchdown run, was it 50 yards? So officially 50 yards. So Dakota Sanger, 11 touchdowns.
240.
In 2 weeks, he scored 5 tonight, 34-8. And the senior tailback doing everything right. What's amazing, too, is Sutherlin knows what's coming, Mike.
Oh, they do. And the whole Far West League knows what's coming. It's just you got to be able to take him down the first time you make contact. Because if you let him go, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, that speed, I mean, you see, once he breaks through that initial wave of defenders, I mean, it's that 0 to 60. I mean,
it is. I mean, you've seen the success with Sutherlin. When they get good penetration and meet him before he's at full speed, they take him down. But when that kid's at full speed, I haven't yet to see him come down yet.
Yeah, and once
the 30-yard line took him out, right?
Yep. There you go. And then you see somebody who's got an angle on him. It doesn't matter. Sanger is so fast. He just virtually unstoppable once he gets into the secondary. Good return by Martineau, 35-40 across midfield, breaks a tackle to the 48-yard line with 48.2 seconds, and all of a sudden Sutherlin in business. See if the Bulldogs can do something on offense. They've been able to move the football. Actually have stopped themselves on the interception on their last drive, or one of the drive prior. And they're definitely going to try to get some points here. Trailing 34-8. They've had a bit of success throwing the football. A couple of nice receptions by Martineau. One by Kennedy. And they had a screen set up on that third down play, but just hit the shoulder pad of the lead blocker. And they had to punt the football, and you saw the result. SU scored. Break it through as Thompson gives chase to Carson. Rolls out of the pocket, gets hit. Ball loose on the turf. Nick Sonka's got it. SU football.
I think they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Yeah, they are.
I don't think that's the right call, Mike.
I'm not sure if it is or not. But
he put the hand up. He put it up to throw, but he got drilled. There was no forward motion. I think that's just not, well, it doesn't matter, but that to me is not the right call.
Yeah, the umpire immediately, waved it off as if it was an incomplete pass, but he had it out there, kind of like the Statue of Liberty. I didn't see it go forward, but
nor did I.
That's a fortunate break there for the Bulldogs.
They need a break. They'll keep the football. They'll have it at the 48-yard line, 2nd and 10. 3 receivers near side. Carson will hand it to McKnight. Breaks the first tackle. Gets to the 45. Stood up by Bennett. And Pence also there on the stop.
I think McKnight's a good runner, Brent, but he's just got an awkward way of holding that ball, and I think he's going to have some trouble with it. He kind of holds it out to the side and off of his hip or his stomach. He doesn't have it tucked in very well, and that's going to get knocked out a few more times.
Yeah, he's fumbled once tonight. That was Aaron Fish, 5'8", 215-pound sophomore, also on the stop for South Umpqua. They're just letting the clock run down now. One more play, 5 seconds and counting. They'll try the option. Carson will keep it himself. 40, 35, still going. 25, 20. SU gave up on it. He had 15, looks to pitch, gets it to McKnight. But I think he stepped out of bounds first. He did, and that'll do it. The end of the first half. Good run by Carson. Picked up about 30 yards. But the quarter ends, the half ends, and it's all South Umpqua. It's homecoming here in Tri-City. South Umpqua looking to break a 19-game Far West League losing streak that stretches all the way back to 2009. Looking good so far. South Umpqua 34, Sutherlin 8. The halftime show next on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
RoseburgChrysler.com. That's the online home of Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Roseburg. Completely redesigned, built to give you the ultimate online vehicle shopping experience. Browse real photos of all of our vehicles, whatever you're looking for. And what you see on the site is what you'll see on the lot. Find the vehicle you're looking for at RoseburgChrysler.com. And that's where you'll also find great promo price specials. Promo pricing makes buying a car fair and easy. A great selection of new vehicles loaded with options at a low promo price you can count on. And the all-new RoseburgChrysler.com makes it convenient. But that's not all. While you're there, value your trade. See what you can get for your car before you step foot on the lot. Schedule service and maintenance. Pick the time that works for you. Even apply for a loan. Lenders are online and ready to process your application. Just go to RoseburgChrysler.com for a great online auto shopping experience. That's RoseburgChrysler.com. The easy way to find a great deal. RoseburgChrysler.com.
You see their trucks along highway construction sites and rolling to jobs throughout the community. Knife River Materials. The name is synonymous with high-quality products and great service. And you can have that solid Knife River experience at your home or office as well. Knife River products and materials are created right here and are rigorously tested before being applied. If you're putting in a pool, sidewalk, or driveway, tell your contractor to use Knife River Materials, because you deserve the best.
Knife River. They've been serving Douglas County for over 50 years.
You can trust Monty Cox and the gang at Oakland Auto. The boys have been working on cars, trucks, and RVs for years and are all ASE certified, meaning they're up to date on all the computer knowledge it takes to keep your new car or truck running well. From a battery change to a complete overhaul, Oakland Auto can do it all. Stop by 236 First Street in Oakland or call 459-3068 to make an appointment.
Looking for a place to eat after the game? Then take your team to Dakota Street Pizza. Dakota is home to the 24-inch Mammoth Pizza, the biggest pie in Douglas County with plenty of toppings to choose from, all made fresh. Not in the mood for pizza? We also serve up chicken, spuds, breadsticks, and a complete menu of sandwiches, all stacked high with a quarter pound of meat. Dakota also has a full-service salad bar available all day long. For the kids, there's a playroom full of video games, and for the adults, you can watch sports on 3 big-screen TVs. Come join the fun at Dakota Street Pizza in Sutherlin. For to-go orders, call 459-0005.
Did you know Dutch Bros Coffee roasts all of their own coffee fresh every day? We have individual relationships with the farmers that harvest our coffee to ensure that there's no compromise in any step of the process. From the farmer to the cup, we guarantee satisfaction. It says so at the bottom of every cup. Drive through one of our convenient locations today and put our world-renowned speed, award-winning service, and unprecedented quality to the test. All of our locations are locally owned and operated to strengthen community involvement. Visit www.dutchbros.com today.
Hear what one of Avista's customers has to say about energy efficiency.
I'm John, and my wife Roberta and I bought this house about 10 years ago. This is an older home, and we decided to work with it to increase efficiency when we could. We've changed some appliances and worked with our utility company to get some rebates. I think we believe firmly that enough people in town making small choices adds up to a big collective impact.
Join the effort and start saving today. Download rebate forms at everylittlebit.com.
Dell's Building Supply has been an active member of the Myrtle Creek Tri-City community for more than 50 years. Dell's is also proud to sponsor its local students and a variety of school programs, including South Umpqua High School athletics. Owner Jeff Johnson and his staff wish all Lancer teams success this season. Dell's Building Supply, 102 South Old Pacific Highway in Myrtle Creek. Go Lancers!
Are your eyes good enough to tell apples from oranges? Then you should be able to see the value of taking your eyes to Advanced Eye Care in Myrtle Creek. A common misconception is that you can go to a department store or box store, take care of all your vision needs, and save money. In most cases, that store can't address the same medical issues as Doctors Goodwin and Kelly can. You see, Advanced Eye Care utilizes the latest technological innovations and diagnostic equipment. While checking your vision, they may detect yet undiagnosed problems like high blood pressure, diabetes, even a brain tumor. Advanced Eye Care also has eyewear for every budget, from very affordable package plans to premium lenses and designer frames. They even have 0% financing for 6 to 12 months depending on your budget. Remember, these are your eyes we're talking about. Do you really want a department store or box store working on them? Apples and oranges. Don't lose sight of what's best for you and your family. Get superb value and professional patient care at Advanced Eye Care. offering a lifetime commitment to your vision health in Myrtle Creek on Main next to SoCo Coffee.
South Umpqua High School Athletics is brought to you by the South Umpqua Booster Club, Leisha and Dr. Mark Phillips, Swanson Group, Pizza Palace, SoCo Coffee Company, Advanced Eye Care, Express Employment Services, The Integrity Team, and D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. You're listening to South Umpqua High School Athletics on Douglas County SportsOnline.com.
Brent Newton along with Mike Rudy and our statistician Josh Kennedy working hard here at the break. 34-8, South Umpqua with the lead. It's homecoming here in Tri-City as the band, the cheerleaders, and all the floats coming around the track here at Frosty Lowry Field, and a great homecoming so far as 34 points for the Lancers. They lead it by 26, trying to snap a 19-game league losing streak that stems all the way back to 2009. And Mike, your take on the first two quarters of this one?
Very impressive, very explosive offense by the Lancers, and then defensively, it looked like Sutherlin was going to move the ball, and I think it looked like they moved the ball a lot more than what they actually did because they've only got 8 points on the board. The defense has been playing nice for the Lancers. Offensively, it's been all Dakota Sanger. Sanger has just rushed the lights out of this stadium. He's got 136 yards in the first quarter on 11 carries with 3 touchdowns. And then he's got a total of 239 yards with 2 more touchdowns. He's got 5 touchdowns, 239 yards.
Yeah, it's been all Dakota Sanger. 19 carries, 239 yards. He has scored all 5 touchdowns plus a 2-point conversion. And for the second consecutive week, Dakota just been on fire. He had 356 yards and 6 touchdowns in just 3 quarters last week in that win over Illinois Valley. But he's the real deal, Mike. I mean, Sutherlin really obviously is struggling this year, but he's a kid. He's done it all season long. As Coach Stebbins said in the pregame interview, he rushed for 175 against North Bend.
He did. He is the real deal, and I would expect that we'll only see him for the third quarter, if not just half the third quarter. If they come out and they score, they hold Sutherlin, I think that's it for Dakota because you don't want to risk injuring him. You got more important games coming up in the Far West League. There's a legitimate chance these guys are going to make the playoffs with a couple more wins. I would expect that they're going to beat Brookings. They're going to be competitive against Marshfield, and I think South Umpqua is right in the mix looking for a playoff spot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've got to finish it out tonight, but obviously the confidence they gained last week with that win and tonight, they've got to just feel great about themselves. Sutherlin, on the other hand, they've actually done some good things on the ground themselves with Ryland McKnight.
They have. McKnight's looked really good. He's had 13 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown. And the quarterback, Carson, hasn't had to throw it. He hasn't had too much success in the air. He's only 4 for 11 for 42 yards. He's had 1 pick. So both running backs have been doing very, very well for both teams. It's just been an all-singer show, and he's just outran McKnight.
Yeah, and I think Taylor Carson he's a junior, he's gaining some experience, and he just tried to force one in there deep in SU territory near the goal line. It was intercepted by Josh Reed, and the score was 20-8 at that time.
It was,
and they were marching in, and had they scored, we could have had a 20-15 ball game, but instead the interception, the big return by Reed, and then a few plays later, Singer's in the end zone, and then SU gets it back and scores again. 34-8 here, our score at halftime. We'll give you some other scores from around the one other at least I think we can find from the Far West League. But we're going to take another timeout. We've got a long halftime here as it's homecoming in Tri-City. We'll take a break. Halftime, SU 34, Sutherlin 8. You're listening to Far West League football on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
When it's time to huddle up the team for a family meal, make sure your game plan includes a trip to Ray's Food Place. Your home team needs a hometown store, and that's how Ray's got started in 1956. A good home team needs the perfect combination of offense, defense, and special teams. And Ray's Food Place scores best with great pricing, quality products, and friendly service. Ray's is proud to sponsor today's local football action. Ray's Food Place, Family owned, family values since 1956.
Northwest Community Credit Union wants to know what you're saving for. Are you saving for your first home or your first security deposit, a road trip to a music festival, or a concert at your local amphitheater? No matter what it is or where you are in life, it's never too early to start saving for whatever may be coming your way. Go to Northwest Community's Facebook page, share your savings stories for a chance to win a $500 12-month CD. NCUA insured, must be 18 years or older to enter. No purchase necessary. Go to nwcu.com or visit their Facebook page for details.
Hey, bro, good call on catching the game at Pizza Palace. This is cool.
Well, they pay me to come in and watch.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
It's true. With the awesome deals and great food means I don't have to cook, so it's kind of like being paid to come in and eat and watch the game. Yep, I pretty much consider myself to be a professional viewer.
Oh, you do you?
Pretty much.
You are so reality challenged.
No, I'm not. And if you really knew me, you'd know that I've been thinking about going pro for a long time now.
Just pass the pizza.
Pizza Palace at Myrtle Creek, the way pizza was meant to be.
Great schools inside and out. That's the mission of the South Umpqua School Foundation. Create great schools through capital improvements. From the beginning, the foundation has helped to renovate 3 of the 4 science rooms at South Umpqua High School, along with replacing the freshman and sophomore lockers. The foundation has also purchased new sound systems for all 3 elementary schools. This year, the foundation is looking to help with library improvements throughout the district. Check us out online at susfoundation.org. The South Umpqua School Foundation, creating great schools inside and out.
When I hear the word bistro, I flash back to Europe and immediately smell the alluring aroma of deep, rich coffee, followed by fresh baked pastries, the hearty soups. But you don't have to have a European flashback for a true bistro experience. Just swing into SoCo Coffee. They have the same handmade croissants, bagels, big fat cinnamon rolls, and the breakfast sandwiches, the soups, the salads, all homemade and all backed up with organic fair trade coffees. For the European experience, eat and hang out by the fire. Or if you're in an all-American hurry, just hit the drive-thru at SoCo Coffee in Myrtle Creek on Main next to Advanced Eye Care.
That coffee's good. It's so creamy.
It's this new fat-free half and half from Umpqua Dairy.
Fat-free half and half? How's that even possible?
I don't know. Magic cows? It says on the carton, Umpqua Dairy's new fat-free half and half is made from real milk and is 100% oil-free, so magic cows.
Huh. Wonder what magic cows look like.
Evidently fairly skinny.
Well, that would explain the fat-free. Think I'll have another cup and extra half and half.
Umpqua Dairy's new fat-free half and half. It's made using local RBST-free magic cows. And it's not just for coffee. It's a great cream substitute in your favorite recipes. Look for it in your grocer's dairy case today.
Brent Newton here at homecoming at South Umpqua High School. Frosty Lowry Field. All Lancers in the first half. South Umpqua 34 and Sutherlin 8. Dakota Singer 19 carries, 239 yards. He has all 5 touchdowns. He's got 11 in the last 2 weeks. And Ryland McKnight, 13 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown for the Bulldogs. But it's SU in control here on homecoming as the float still coming by here. Has a great crowd on hand watching an exciting game for the Lancers as they lead it by 26 points. One other score to pass along at halftime in Florence. It is Siuslaw 27, Douglas 21. So a high-scoring affair in Florence. Siuslaw 27, Douglas 21. Those two teams unbeaten, Mike, and we were there. We saw Siuslaw, and they are a beatable team this year.
They are. They really are. The Lancers were in that game the whole time. As a matter of fact, I thought they were going to pull in and take a lead a time or two during the game. And again, it was good offensive line work, defensive line making good penetration. It's a good, solid South Umpqua team. The record doesn't really reflect what I think are very, very positive attributes to this team.
Well, no, they're a good team, and like we say, they're a lot deeper and they're a lot bigger up front. I mean, it's really exciting to see them come together. And the other positive is that they have 4 winnable games starting tonight.
Yes, they do.
So if they can hang on, they would be 1-2. They're going to go to Marshfield, which is going to be maybe a little bit intimidating, that big facility there. But Marshfield is not that good of a football team. The Lancers can win that game. They then travel to Winston to take on a Douglas team that, surprisingly, they're a little bit better than I thought they would be this year.
They are. And, I think that with the Marshfield game, we're going to see what Marshfield's really made of. They're playing North Bend tonight, and I think it's going to be all North Bend going in. From what I've read about the Marshfield Pirates, they're just not that big of a program. Big school, not a real successful program right now.
Yeah, they have a first-year head coach. He's a graduate. He's a former Oregon Duck fullback, Josh Line. Nice guy, but he's just, it's hard. You step in, it's a whole new system, and they just don't have the players. And they've struggled this year. They were blown out, I think, 51-6 by Siuslaw, and I really think the Lancers have a chance to win that game. I mentioned Douglas. Surprisingly, they're a lot better than I thought, Douglas, but I still think that they're evenly matched, the Lancers and Douglas. And then the last game of the year, SU should be heavily favored in that against Brookings Harbor.
I would think so, yeah, as well. And then you got Brookings here at home, last game of the season. With this type of performance, I see no reason why the Lancers can't come out of the Far West League with a winning record.
Yeah, and I mean, it's early. They haven't won this one yet. They're still 0-2 at this point. But they've got a lot of talent, and they're gaining confidence, and they're getting better and better as the season goes along. Again, I want to tell the folks listening at home, if you haven't been to Frosty Lowry in recent years, I'm telling you, things are getting better and better and better here. They have the floor, the field was, it's, what do you call it?
It's actually painted. You know, they call it chalking or whatever you want to call it. But you know, years past, the first 2 years you and I called, you couldn't tell whether it was the 30 or the 35-yard line because it wasn't marked, and it is clearly marked now.
Yep, the field is marked. You got 10, 20, 30, 40. It's just fantastic. A lot easier to broadcast. And right at midfield, like you said, it stretches 20 yards. A big SU logo with the black, trimmed. It's white, trimmed in black. I mean, that is professionally done. I don't know who did it. Somebody told me the same guy who does the University of Oregon field. I don't know if that's true, but Coach Stebbins knew somebody. I mean, it's professionally done. It's beautiful here. It looks great.
And that really is the key to this, Brent. When you start getting talent and you start getting the fundamentals down, and you want to be a good football team, you're going to look good. You got to look good. You got to have good facilities that look professional. You as a coach are telling your players, I'm going to invest in our facilities, my time, to make it look right, look professional, look like a good football team plays here, because you guys are going to play good. It's an expectation that coaches will put on a team that says we're going to dress a certain way, our uniforms are going to look a certain way. This is the image of the South Umpqua Lancers, and it's a change, and it's a change for the positive.
Yeah, you know, I knew Coach Stebbins when he came here a couple of years ago, and just seeing what he did with the weight room, I mean, just the way he cleaned that place up, it just, the organization, I mean, and even look at where we're at here. His wife apparently did this for us, cleaned this whole, the bunker as we call it here, just underneath the press box where we broadcast from, painted white, cleaned up all the equipment, which is, this is also the equipment room. You can't even see it because it's all set up beautifully now. I mean, everything is just, it's a class organization. He's bringing it up a notch. And what's exciting, too, look at the crowd here tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the bleachers are full. It's homecoming, but the bleachers are full. You know, you've got a great halftime show going on right now. The atmosphere is different, and along with that atmosphere change comes with expectations of winning, and we're starting to see that. And you know something? I'm excited about South Umpqua Lancer sports in general. You know, I'm a big baseball fan. I love baseball and all that stuff. But watching the football team this year, I'm into it. I love it.
Don't forget, we got basketball coming up before the spring.
Yeah, you're on your own there, baby.
We've still got some halftime to go. Still a couple of minutes. We'll take an extended timeout. When we come back, we'll have third quarter action. That'll do it for the halftime show here in Tri-City. It's South Umpqua 34 and Sutherlin 8. It's homecoming here in Tri-City. You're listening to Far West League football on Douglas County SportsOnline.com.
Dell's Building Supply has been an active member of the Myrtle Creek Tri-City community for more than 50 years. Dell's is also proud to sponsor its local students and a variety of school programs, including South Umpqua High School athletics. Owner Jeff Johnson and his staff wish all Lancer teams success this season. Dell's Building Supply, 102 South Old Pacific Highway in Myrtle Creek. Go Lancers!
For over 25 years, Clint Newell Auto Group has worked to earn a name that means more than just another great deal. It's important to us that our name means the best in service, maintenance and repair, and customer satisfaction. We're also proud to be part of this great community by sponsoring and helping many of the events we all know and enjoy. It's our way of saying thanks to all of you who helped Clint Newell Auto Group become Douglas County's #1 dealer. Clint Newell Auto Group, where our name means more.
Hey, bro, good call on catching the game at Pizza Palace. This is cool.
Well, they pay me to come in and watch.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
It's true. With the awesome deals and great food, means I don't have to cook, so it's kind of like being paid to come in and eat and watch the game. Yep, I pretty much consider myself to be a professional viewer.
Oh, you do you?
Pretty much.
You are so reality challenged.
No, I'm not. And if you really knew me, you'd know that I've been thinking about going pro for a long time now.
Just pass the pizza.
Pizza Palace at Myrtle Creek, the way pizza was meant to be.
Northwest Community Credit Union wants to know what you're saving for. Are you saving for your first home or your first security deposit, a road trip to a music festival, or a concert at your local amphitheater? No matter what it is or where you are in life, it's never too early to start saving for whatever may be coming your way. Go to Northwest Community's Facebook page, share your savings stories for a chance to win a $500 12-month CD. NCUA insured, must be 18 years or older to enter. No purchase necessary. Go to nwcu.com or visit their Facebook page for details.
When I hear the word bistro, I flash back to Europe and immediately smell the alluring aroma of deep, rich coffee, followed by fresh baked pastries, the hearty soups. But you don't have to have a European flashback for a true bistro experience. Just swing into SoCo Coffee. They have the same handmade croissants, bagels, big fat cinnamon rolls, and the breakfast sandwiches, the soups, the salads, all homemade and all backed up with organic fair trade coffees. For the European experience, eat and hang out by the fire. Or if you're in an all-American hurry, just hit the drive-thru at SoCo Coffee in Myrtle Creek on Main next to Advanced Eye Care.
You must be your fairy godmother. Yes.
It doesn't take a fairy godmother to tell you that the right fit means everything.
Good heavens, child. You can't go in that.
Children under 4'9" need to be in a booster seat because they aren't ready for adult safety belts alone. Many parents miss the important step of booster seats.
Maybe you better explain things to him.
Booster seats raise your child up so that a safety belt designed for adults will fit and protect them properly.
Oh, that does make a difference.
Remember that 4'9" is the magic number, and get your little pumpkin there safely in a booster seat.
Hop in, my dear. Oh, thank you.
And like Cinderella, you can live happily ever after.
It's like a dream. A wonderful dream come true.
For more information, visit boosterseat.gov. This has been a message from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to South Umpqua High School. Brent Newton, statistician Josh Kennedy, and colorman Mike Rudy eating his Lancer dog over there to my left. As the halftime festivities still going on, I think they're going to announce the homecoming queen here shortly, as the homecoming king is the one and only DJ Holloway. And Rory Pedersen, a nice young woman, a good athlete, part of the volleyball team and the basketball squad the last few years. She is the 2013 homecoming queen along with King DJ Holloway. It looks like he's healing pretty quickly. Has had a severe break of his leg during practice, and his football season came to an abrupt end a few weeks ago. He still says he's going to be back for basketball. I don't know if he's going to make it or not, but he's walking around hobbling on that left leg, but it's still football season, folks. So congratulations to King DJ Holloway and homecoming queen Rory Pedersen. Congratulations to both. As both teams back out on the field, the Lancers warm it up. Now they head to the near sideline. Sutherlin has been out for a couple of minutes. They're ready to go, as the Bulldogs just would like to get some points on the board and try to get this one close, so they'll have a chance in the fourth quarter. 34-8 our score here at halftime. South Umpqua 20-8 after the opening quarter. They outscored Sutherlin 14-0 in the second. They lead at 34-8. A 15-yard touchdown run by Dakota Singer. The extra point good. It was 7-0. South Umpqua. Singer would go in from 2 yards out. The extra point, and it was 14-0. South Umpqua. The Sutherlin would answer. 18-yard touchdown run by McKnight. The 2-point conversion, it was 14-8. But SU then, 3 more. Singer scores. 45-yard touchdown run made it 20-8. The extra point, no good. It was a bad snap. And that was the end of the first quarter. Then a 12-yard touchdown run by Singer. He also had the 2-point conversion, made it 28-8. And then to cap it off, a 50-yard touchdown run And another botched snap. Extra point no good. So 34-8, 5 touchdown runs by the senior tailback Dakota Singer. Got 11 in just 5 quarters in the last 2 weeks, and he's not done yet. The Lancers will kick the football away. Dakin Johnson, the senior, will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Bob Fiesel, the special teams coach, out there giving some last-minute instructions to Josh Reed, Matt Kennedy, and Christian Evans down here on the left side. Also out there, number 18, Tristan Gross, 5'7", 135-pound sophomore. Cody Gray, 6 foot, 195. He's a freshman. Got some young kids out there. Tanner Pence, a junior. Dakin Johnson, Marcus Loper. Well, that's Kyler Merritt on the far side of the field. And here we go. As still some of the cars and motorcycles on homecoming. They're still on the track. They're not out of here yet, but we're going to go. Short kick taken by the up man at the 25. Runs all the way to the other side of the field. Now cuts it upfield to the 30 and down about the 34-yard line. And on the stop is number 38. Kyler Merritt, 5'8", 155-pound sophomore. Good to have you back, Mike. How was the hot dog?
The hot dog was great. Visiting with my son was even better.
Garrett Rudy, star catcher for the Lancers last couple of years. He headed off to the coast.
He headed off to SWAC, and he's playing some college baseball, and he's back tonight to visit the family.
Congratulations to Garrett. You got to be proud. He's a good kid. Nice little college career. You're going to be heading to the coast this spring, aren't you?
We're going to be going to the coast.
They're going to hand the football. Sutherlin will have it, keep it on the ground, and a short gain. 4 black jerseys there. I think Justin Bennett was one of them getting off the pile. I think Blake Blancett as well. 2nd down and long.
I don't think Sutherlin changes their game plan at all. They were pretty successful moving the ball. I think they're going to keep it on the ground. The only thing they got to worry about is time. Time's going to be a factor, so they're going to have to put it in the air a little bit. But they were successful running with McKnight, and I think they're going to continue that.
Split to the near side. That's number 87, Cody Brownson. 3 receivers to the near side. From the shotgun, Carson will take the snap, looking to throw far side, and he just threw to the wrong side. And Christian Evans, did he scoop it up? He did. It's picked off. Just a miscommunication. The receiver went inside. He threw it to the outside, and Christian Evans was right there. Harrison Harwood and Taylor Carson just not coming together on that one. Turnover.
They definitely weren't linked up there, and Harwood didn't come up with a reception, and Evans with a nice interception.
So South Umpqua, just like that, gets it back. It only took 51 seconds, and they get it on the turnover, their first possession of this second half. And Eric Johnson did a heck of a job handing the football off. He has a couple of carries himself for, I believe, 23 yards in that first half. 3 receivers near side. You guessed it. Hand it to Singer. Got room. 40. First down. Here we go. 30. He's got a lead block. Loper. 20. 10. Cuts it inside. 5. Stretches. And he's down at the 2-yard line.
His speed getting around the corner is incredible, but you got to give credit to Cameron Everett. Everett picks up a huge block that allows Singer to get around the corner. I mean, Everett laid that guy out completely on the ground.
And then Loper, a nice downfield block as Singer got all the way to the 2-yard line. No huddle. Evans split to the left side, to the near side, Marcus Loper. Johnson from the shotgun. Singer the single setback. Johnson takes the snap. He will give it to Singer right up the middle, and he's going to be hit, and he did not get in. Second down.
There's McKnight again getting through the offensive line to make the tackle in the backfield, and that's really the only success that they've had bringing Singer down is when they beat the offensive line.
Second down and goal for the Lancers. Everett and Loper to the near side. Reed will join them. Trips right. 3 receivers to the right side. Eric Johnson calls out the signals. Takes a snap from Bennett. Hands it to Singer. Right side. Follows the big guys. Dives. Touchdown. Dakota Singer, number 6.
Well, it took him a full 3 quarters to get 6 last week, and now he's got 6. And we're only less than 2 minutes into the third quarter. Boy, I love watching the reaction of the people when that thing goes off. It scares the crap out of people.
The SU band not here, so the fans and the cheerleaders going to sing the fight song. Where'd the band go? They left us. On to try the extra point, Dakin Johnson. The snap goes to Johnson. I guess that's a called play, and he's going to be taken down, trying to take it around the corner. Or is that just an errant snap? That was horrible. Well, nonetheless, SU scores 6, 40-8, 10:08 to go, third quarter. Back with more on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.
Hey Mom, I have something you should meet. Something or someone? Something. It's my perfect food. It's your what? It's my perfect food. Not only does it taste great, it's packed with protein and calcium. It's my perfect healthy snack. Plus, it's made locally with RBST hormone-free milk, fresh from Oregon Dairy Farms. Okay, I'll bite. What's the name of your perfect food? It's my cottage cheese from Umpqua Dairy, of course.
Umpqua Dairy. Mom, daughter, and quality checked approved since 1931.
Brent Newton along with Mike Rudy as it's 40-8 with 10:08 to go here in the third quarter, and not much has changed from the first half. Dakota Sanger doing all the work, capping it off with the 3-yard touchdown run, the botched extra point, and it's 40-8, and Mike, Dakota pushing 300.
285 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's a season for some people.
You know, he must be on pace he's got to be close to a record if he keeps this up. I mean, in high school sports, he's already got, I don't even know how many touchdowns. We know 12 in 2 weeks, but he's had a bunch more. He's got to be pushing 20 touchdowns already this season, and we're only in, week 6?
Oh, yeah. Very impressive performance on both sides of the ball by the Lancers tonight.
And a very impressive job by our statistician, Josh Kennedy. I think he's run out of ink and one pen. And
he's about ready to pull his hair out because these long runs are hard to add up, where you start and stop and all that.
He's got that good SU education, though, baby. Taken at the 10, 15, 20, and taken down is Jace Martineau. He's had a pretty good ball game. Martineau playing hard down at the 25-yard line. Good athlete. He's a point guard on the basketball team for his father, who's the head coach in Sutherlin. Has had some success in recent years. Got them to the state tournament last year.
Good baseball player, too.
Martineau will come split to the near side with Francisco Marquez. Also, Austin Kennedy. See if the Bulldogs can do something offensively. Harwood split to the right side. McKnight, the workhorse in the backfield. Carson from the shotgun. Good snap. McKnight right side. And he's going to slip down across the 25 to about the 27-yard line, maybe the 28. Gain of a couple.
Wow, it's just completely opposite ends of the spectrum. Sutherlin picks up 3 or 4 consistently on each run, and the Lancers are picking up 10 and 20.
First down marker about the 36. Boy, they put his knee down at the 27. They only gave him a yard on that. Second down and 9. Again, same formation. 3 receivers near side. They'll pitch it. McKnight run all the way, getting chased from behind. Gets away from the defender. Across the, 25 to about the 28. Still only about a yard. It's a lot of running just to pick up 1.
Yeah, Justin Bennett, Aaron Fish, and Marcus Loper all on pursuit there, making the gang tackle.
So it's third down and 8 now. Checking into the football game, that is the freshman, Cody Gray. Wears number 4, 6 foot, 195. Martineau, Harwood, and Kennedy now go to the right side. Marquez to the short side of the field. Carson checking out the SU defense. Well, 4-3. Carson will go right, throw downfield, in and out of the hands, and it's almost picked off. Looking for Kennedy, in and out of his hands, and Christian Evans almost had a second pick. So SU will get it back. Christian Evans will go back deep to receive this punt. Backing up inside the 40-yard line. 8:31 to go in this third quarter. South Umpqua 40, Sutherlin 8. Marquez stands inside his 15-yard line. High snap, no pressure though. Marquez high, short kick. And it's going to hit at the 46. Take a nice Sutherlin roll inside the 45 down about the 44-yard line. And we'll take a quick timeout. 40-8. South Umpqua with the lead.
Did you know Dutch Bros Coffee roasts all of their own coffee fresh every day? We have individual relationships with the farmers that harvest our coffee to ensure that there's no compromise in any step of the process. From the farmer to the cup, we guarantee satisfaction. It says so at the bottom of every cup. Drive through one of our convenient locations today and put our world-renowned speed, award-winning service, and unprecedented quality to the test. All of our locations are locally owned and operated to strengthen community involvement. Visit www.dutchbros.com today.
Brent Newton, Mike Rudy, here we go. Singer's got it. He'll get the hand up, breaks the tackle, 45-50. It hits hard and down at midfield. Good job. Coming up to make the stop is Taylor Carson, the quarterback. Yeah, boy, that was a good open field tackle. Just took the legs out from Singer, and he's coming out of the game hobbling.
Yeah, he is, and that is a risk, leaving him out there with a big lead like this, 40-8. You still got 7:52 left. Let's put Kennedy in and give him some experience.
I think Dakota's all right, but that did hurt nice. I mean, just hit him hard and it flipped him up. Taylor Carson taking a little frustration out on Dakota Singer is out of the football game. Johnson takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Kennedy. He's got some room, and hole closed quickly across midfield down to about the 46-yard line. Leading the way, big number 66, that's Mikey O'Sullivan. 5'11", 240-pound senior. Kennedy will check out, and Dakota Singer right back in. That's Josh Kennedy's brother. Got to be proud of him, Josh. You taught him well. Only a junior. Matt Kennedy, two-way starter, backup tailback as well. Huge part of this ball club. Singer right up the middle, just puts his helmet down, and he gets pulled down by the big guy from behind. Again, it's number 76, Casey Colbert.
Yeah, Colbert having a good night. That's 3 or 4 tackles for him tonight, and you're just not going to stop Singer. Right? There's no stopping this kid.
Singer just ran right by Colbert. It was like reached out and then pulled him back, pulled him down. Good job by Colbert. Shows you his strength. 295-pounder, only a junior. Big, is it second down or third down? I had it to Singer, and he's going to be taken down. Good job, just a run blitz by Trace Miller, 5'10", 175-pound sophomore. And the Bulldogs getting a little tired of Dakota Singer running all over him. Did a nice job last couple possessions, or couple plays.
What do you bet he gets it? That's my bet. I'm thinking they're going to run the ball with Singer.
I'll call it 3rd down and 11. Ball in the near hash mark. Everett now he's lined up to the wrong side. Loper to the near side. Now it's Reed. Everett gets lined up along with Evans wide to the left. Singer, the lone setback. Johnson takes the snap, looking to throw. Got some time. Throws left side for Evans. Caught at 35. He's got the first down. Stays up, spins, and boy, 5 white jerseys take him down. But SU picks up the first down.
Yeah, what do I know? I just need to stick with baseball. I think they're going to hand it off, and that was a great opportunity for him to throw.
Is that our first completion of this ball game for the Lancers?
Yep.
It is.
Johnson is 1 for 2 on the night.
Completed both of them.
He did.
One to the other team, though. Yeah, he had an interception.
Wait, did you call that 2 for 2?
On the opening play of the game.
2 for 2?
1 for 2 with the interception. Singer's got it right up the middle. Huge hole into the secondary. First down, 20, and taken down at about the 16-yard line. Getting him down was Justin Crum, the linebacker. Got a huge pickup by Dakota Singer, and he's got to be nearing 300 yards.
He does. Justin Bennett created a hole big enough to drive a Mack truck through, so another opportunity to give kudos to that front line.
So Singer will come out of the game, and Matt Kennedy going to check back in. Singer's fine, just taking him out. Gets a little low five from head coach Steve Stebbins, probably saying you may be done for the night. As we're nearing 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter, fast-moving third quarter. Johnson takes the snap, will hand it Kennedy left side. Can he get to the corner? No. Pulled down again by Crum. Back-to-back tackles from Justin Crum, and it's going to bring up second down and about 11.
And that looks like that's going to be it for Singers. He's got his helmet off, and he's going to take a break for a while.
Need some energy for that dance competition, the homecoming dance tonight. Second down and 11 for the Lancers. Perfectly happy to run some time off that clock. Johnson will go around the left side. Penalty flag comes in. Johnson, hard-nosed run about inside the 10. I'm not sure if that was a bad... Did he go the wrong way, or was that an option? It was a read. So that was a read on Johnson's part, and he read correctly there. Faked it to the tailback Kennedy, and then took it around the left side, but a penalty flag down. And it's a hold against South Umpqua. The referee looks a little exacerbated.
Yes, he does.
Is it exacerbated? Yeah. I've got a heck of a vocabulary. Would be a nice thing to have for a broadcaster, wouldn't it?
You need it. Yeah, broadcasters need it.
Unfortunately, I'm limited. Well, they'll move it back. First down marker. Boy, where is it? All the way inside about that 4-yard line? But second down and a whole bunch. Call it about 2nd and 20. In motion comes Blancett. They'll pitch it. That's Singer back in there,
yeah,
isn't
it? Is.
He'll follow Blancett. Now cuts it back inside, and he spins to about the 18-yard line. Picked up about 6. My apologies. It's just really hard to tell where they're at. The ball is about the 19. First down marker is where?
I'm going to say it's about the 5-yard line.
Okay, we'll call it 3rd and 14. It's all the way across the field. And we're not that high up. We're not looking down on the field. Blancett, the fullback, comes in motion. Johnson takes a snap. Singer hit in the backfield, and that's McKnight again. A little run blitz, Mike.
Yep. Yeah, he's coming, and he's coming hard. He's bringing the heat, and when he gets around or through the line, Singer just can't get up to speed and get out of the way. Well, McKnight, a very impressive sophomore football player. He really is.
First-year head coach Sean Radford has some young talent out there. It's tough, though. New system. He's an SU kid, though, Sean Radford. Graduated from South Umpqua High School. Boy, I think he graduated like in the early 2000s. He's not that old. It's a young guy in his first season in Sutherlin. Johnson looking to throw, comes near side, and he threw it behind Marcus Loper, his intended target. And the 4th down attempt fails, and they'll turn it over on downs with 2:52 to go, third quarter. South Umpqua 40, Sutherlin 8.
Yeah, you talk about first-year coaches. You know, this is Stebbins' first year as the head coach, but this isn't the first year that they've run this system. This is the 3rd year that they've run this system. Radford's got a different challenge. He's bringing a whole new scheme to the ball game, and it takes a while for the Bulldogs to pick that up.
Yeah, because Sutherlin
they had that pistol-tight offense.
And they had almost all 11 guys bunched in at the line of scrimmage, run-oriented, and that option offense, and they've gone away from that. Josh Gary had some success. He was one of those guys who would take a team and they would struggle early in the season, and all of a sudden they'd win 3 or 4 in a row at the end of the year, and then they'd go fairly deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He was a very good coach, and I don't know if Coach Gary just got burned out a little bit because it's not a job anymore where you just do it part-time. On the website, I interviewed Thurman Bell, the longtime Roseburg head coach. He's our latest DC great, and we talked about that. He's 70 years old now in his 43rd season, but he says people think he's a year-round coach. He's not. He said when the season's over, he's done until July. He doesn't do anything else. They don't do any spring 7-man passing drills or anything like that. Thrown across the middle, that's Martineau, caught it at the 39. Good throw from Carson, and another good reception. That's number 3 for Martineau, but Coach Bell was just saying that these younger coaches, they just do it year-round, and within 10 or 12 years, they're burned out.
Yeah, so he's not doing the John Gruden approach to football where he's
not at all
studying film 24/7.
But he does. I'm telling you, my neighbor, his Scott Lovemark, his defensive coordinator, and let me tell you, it's 6 days a week though. Scott gets Saturdays off, and then he's there early Sunday to watch game film And then the kids come in, they discuss it with them. I mean, it's 6 days a week for those guys.
Wow.
So Coach Bell works them hard during the season, but he says he likes his kids to compete. They don't have to play football year round, but play basketball. Wrestle, play baseball.
Stay in shape.
Yeah, and compete, exactly. Yep. And that's what he likes them to do. And I think that's why he's been able to do it for so long, 43 years. And, boy, he's got a good football team this year, 5-0, taking on South Medford tonight.
He is definitely a DC great.
Had the opportunity to broadcast for Roseburg from 97 to 2002. Was able to broadcast the last time they made it to the state title game. They lost to Ashland 29-23 in overtime, a game that I hate to be a homer, but they had that taken away from them. Thrown to the far side. That's caught again, and I think, is that Kennedy or is that Martineau again? That's Martineau, I believe. Yeah, Martineau having a big ball game. Senior wideout. And the clock under 1 minute, 50 seconds and counting. 40-8 South Umpqua. Fans kind of sitting on their hands right now as it's been all SU and all Dakota Singer. But Thurman Bell would love to get back to that title game for a 10th time. I think they got a little bit of a shot this year. There's not a great team. I think Central Catholic is kind of the team they're talking about. But Sheldon has lost twice. North Medford actually beat them already once this season.
Wow.
And they've got Sheldon next week on the road, but I think they got a chance this year. But first things first, they got to play South Medford tonight, who getting some of their players back after a 0-4 start. They're now 1-4, and kind of curious to see how Thurman and the Indians are doing this evening. Another completion to midfield, close to a first down. They're going to give it to them. Referee says first down Bulldogs, 1st and 10 at midfield. That could be the final play of this third quarter. 9.7 seconds remain, and the White Hat will wind the clock. There we go. And that will be the final play of this third quarter as the offense will just head over to the sideline to talk with head coach Sean Radford. 2 seconds, 1. That is the end of the third quarter. Our score, South Umpqua 40, Sutherlin 8. It's homecoming here in Tri-City. Lancers in control.
Are your eyes good enough to tell apples from oranges? Then you should be able to see the value of taking your eyes to Advanced Eye Care in Myrtle Creek. A common misconception is that you can go to a department store or box store, take care of all your vision needs, and save money. In most cases, that store can't address the same medical issues as Doctors Goodwin and Kelly can. You see, Advanced Eye Care utilizes the latest technological innovations and diagnostic equipment. While checking your vision, they may detect yet undiagnosed problems like high blood pressure, diabetes, even a brain tumor. Advanced Eye Care also has eyewear for every budget, from very affordable package plans to premium lenses and designer frames. They even have 0% financing for 6 to 12 months depending on your budget. Remember, these are your eyes we're talking about. Do you really want a department store or box store working on them? Apples and oranges. Don't lose sight of what's best for you and your family. Get superb value and professional patient care at Advanced Eye Care, offering a lifetime commitment to your vision health in Myrtle Creek on Main next to SoCo Coffee.
Brent Newton along with Mike Rudy, statistician Josh Kennedy.
Boy, Josh had his hands full tonight. He's got some yards. Singer with 312 total yards rushing and 6 touchdowns. And we're only through 3 quarters.
40-8 our score. South Umpqua with the lead. Low-scoring third quarter. Just the 1 touchdown by SU. Carson looking to throws. Got some pressure. Will roll to the near side. Looking deep downfield. Throws it up for grabs. And it's in and out of the hands of Christian Evans. Boy, I think that might have jammed a finger, Mike.
Yeah, I thought he was more disappointed not catching it, but he's definitely come up shaking his hand as Christian had an opportunity to come up with a pick. It was pretty high, but he went up and put a hand on it. And he's still holding on to that finger. Like
Harrison Harwood was the intended target, and yeah, he's still hanging on. Or he dislocate a finger. He doesn't look like he's having too much fun. Well, he's staying in there. Tough kid. I'd be over at the sideline. Get my mom to come over and help me out if that happened to me.
I'm looking at his mom right now, and I think she's saying, "Stay out there, kid."
Well, he's still kind of nursing it, though. It's a left hand, or left wrist. I think it might be the wrist. Nice strong move run by McKnight. He broke a tackle about midfield and gets it into the inside the 45 down to about the 43. Took that handoff deep in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage, got hit about the line of scrimmage, and then bust through for 7 yards, and it's going to bring up third down, a makeable 3 as we near 11:20 to go here in this ball game. Checking into the football game is number 55, that's Jordan McDevitt. Junior defensive lineman Blancett will sprint out of the game. Freshman Cody Gray in at linebacker, along with sophomore Caleb Newton in motion. That is Austin Kennedy. They'll hand it to McKnight. Nice little move. Gets hit from behind and pulled back, but he got it inside the 40. That's going to be enough for the first down. They'll give him forward progress.
Nice tackle there by the freshman, Cody Gray, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Playing linebacker in there, hitting some people hard. Good for him.
Exciting for this year and for next year. I mean, just a lot of underclassmen. Most of those big boys up front are all juniors.
Well, it's that freshman class we talked about a few years ago. Next year, they're seniors, and they should be good.
They're good now. 10:45 and counting. 40-8. South Umpqua looking to break a 19-game Far West losing streak. The last win coming against Sutherlin in October of 2009. Carson will tuck it under, getting chased by Duffy, and Duffy didn't look like he was going to catch him, but Carson turned right back into him.
Boy, when Duffy lands on top of you, you got to feel that. That kid's big.
That is a big boy, 305 pounds. Moving pretty well, though, as they said he had a bulging disc or something last week, and doesn't look like it's bothering him too much. As Duffy in there, along with Pence, and that's Atherton. And checking into the game who's at the defensive end spot? Is that Nathan Thompson? I think it is, number 9. And that's going to be a keeper. And a short pickup brings up third down and about 4 at the 30. Third about 5 from the 34-yard line. First down about the 29. So Sutherlin keeping it on the ground. 9 minutes and 30 seconds and counting in this one. South Umpqua in control. Dakota Singer has scored all 6 touchdowns. It's 40-8. SU by 32. Fullback into the game. Backs in the I formation behind Carson. Up under center. They'll hand it to McKnight. Got some room. 30. 25. He's got the first down. Taken down at the 23-yard line. Nick Sonka makes the stop along with, that is Kyler Merritt. No, excuse me, that's Tristan Gross, number 18. But not after McKnight picks up a first down.
Well, you just got to hand it to the kid. He hasn't given up, and he's kept his feet moving forward. You know, for you Sutherland fans listening in, McKnight being a sophomore, he's got a bright future for the Bulldogs. Looks like he got up a little gingerly after that tackle, though. We'll see if there's anything to it. He's favoring a leg right now.
He's staying in, though. Martineau, Marquez, and Kennedy to the left side. Harwood, single coverage with Christian Evans to the near side. Carson will hand it McKnight, left side. He gets chased down from behind. I think that was number 9, Nathan Thompson, a sophomore. Three-yard pickup, second down and 7. Carson looking over to the Sutherland sideline across the way, bringing the play in. That's number 87, Cody Brownson. Clock nears 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Both teams substituting at will here. Jerry Atherton back into the game, 6'3", 255-pound junior lineman for the Lancers. Brownson to the left side by himself. Trips right. Kennedy, Harwood, Martineau to the near side. Carson now goes up under center. Lone setback is McKnight. They'll throw it across the middle. Martineau goes up high and he makes the grab and he gets drilled to the ground, but gets up a little slow. But Martineau in traffic again.
Yeah, he's a pretty tough kid too. So McKnight and Martineau, you know, Martineau going up in the air, he knows he's going to get a nice hard hit, and he does. But good solid hands and a nice reception.
Well, I'll tell you, Carson wearing that number 4 at times looks like Brett Favre out there. He's actually got a nice arm. He's not afraid to just throw it into traffic, and that was a bullet. Just threw it in the spot that only his player could get it. Martineau went up in traffic and hauled it in. Carson, only a junior, getting better week in and week out. Up under center. Sutherland knocking on the door, fakes the handoff, rolls out wide open to the corners Marquez, but he dumps it off to the up man Kennedy, and he dives. Touchdown, Sutherlin.
Boy, Marquez was wide open in the corner of the end zone like he called it. He was jumping up and down saying, pick me, but Carson didn't pick him, and they end up scoring a touchdown anyways.
So Kennedy, the reception and the touchdown. Unofficially 4 yards. Or is it official? Are you the official stat guy? Yes, officially 4 yards. They're going to go for 2 again. Looking to throw. That's Martineau. Throws it towards Kennedy, and it's in and out of his hands. Incomplete. On the coverage, Christian Evans and Matt Kennedy. And it's no good. But Sutherlin gets back on the board. 7:31 to go in this one. South Umpqua 40. And the Bulldogs 14.
Looking for a place to eat after the game? Then take your team to Dakota Street Pizza. Dakota is home to the 24-inch Mammoth Pizza, the biggest pie in Douglas County with plenty of toppings to choose from, all made fresh. Not in the mood for pizza? We also serve up chicken, spuds, breadsticks, and a complete menu of sandwiches, all stacked high with a quarter pound of meat. Dakota also has a full-service salad bar available all day long. For the kids, there's a playroom full of video games, and for the adults, you can watch sports on 3 big-screen TVs. Come join the fun at Dakota Street Pizza in Sutherlin. For to-go orders, call 459-0005.
You can trust Monty Cox and the gang at Oakland Auto. The boys have been working on cars, trucks, and RVs for years and are all ASE certified, meaning they're up to date on all the computer knowledge it takes to keep your new car or truck running well. From a battery change to a complete overhaul, Oakland Auto can do it all. Stop by 236 First Street in Oakland or call 459-3068 to make an appointment.
Brent Newton along with Josh Kennedy and Mike Rudy here in Tri-City, Frosty Lowry Field. It's homecoming night, and South Umpqua looks like they're going to pick up their first league win of the season, their first Far West League victory since 2009, and they lead it 40-14. The Bulldogs, though, did get into the end zone. 4-yard touchdown pass from Carson to Kennedy, and their onside attempt is not going to be successful, as diving on it at the Sutherlin 49 was Mr. Pence. That is Tanner Pence, the junior. Good job, just scooped it up like a shortstop and dove on the top of it and covered it up, and that's where SU will take over. First down and 10, only 49 yards from pay dirt. That looks like Kyler Merritt in the backfield. Third string tailback getting some work here. Receiver to each side. Johnson still in at quarterback. They'll hand it to Merritt, right side. He spins out of the grasp of the first defender, hits the turf. No gain. Ball pops loose, but it came out after he hit the ground. And the clock will move. 7:15 and counting. Christian Evans will now check out of the game. I think a lot of the starters are going to start coming out, Mike.
Yeah, they should too. You don't want to have any injuries that are going to affect the rest of the season. This one here's all but wrapped up, except for 7 minutes on the clock.
Tristan Gross, 5'7", 135-pound sophomore, wide out into the basketball game, into the football game. Trips right, 3 receivers to the right side. Johnson will hand the football again to Merritt. Boy, he's got some speed. Gets through that hole quickly across the 45 and down, about the 44-yard line. Merritt's only a sophomore. Looks like he's got a little bit of speed, too.
Yeah, he does.
Johnson from the shotgun, blitzes on, and he's got some trouble. Can he get out of it? No, he's pulled down way back inside SU territory, number 75, who's not listed on the roster. So halfway point of this final quarter, and South Umpqua is going to have to punt the football away.
You know who's snapping the ball right now? Dakota Singer.
So it's Dakota in to snap the football. He's the long snapper now, huh? Somebody's missing. They only got 10 guys out there. And there's the culprit, Mr. Gray. Give him a break.
He's a freshman.
That's right. Played a good ball game. Only a freshman. Heavy pressure. Oh, and Johnson gets drilled, and the flag comes in, and SU's going to get the ball back. Good low kick. It's going to hit at the 30 and inside the 25 and down inside the 20 to about the 19, but Johnson got hit hard, and he's still shaken up. He's bending over. It looks like he's hobbling a bit on that.
Ball's coming back.
SU's going to get the
first
football.
Down.
Yeah,
right?
that's a roughing the punter. I don't know if you have. Do you have a 5-yarder in running into the kicker in high school? I think so. Yeah, I think at this level it's all automatically going to be a 15-yarder. Boy, the bad news is though is Kennedy is hobbling out of the ball game. I don't know if is it
Johnson.
Johnson. Sorry, Josh, I had you playing again, my man. Thought I saw number 7 out there. A little flashback. Weren't you 7? Yeah, baby. Josh Kennedy, 2-year starter, southpaw. One of the greatest kick returns I ever saw against Brookings Harbor. They threw you back there. Was that the third quarter? Opened in the second half, I think. You volunteered? And you took it about 90-plus yards for a touchdown. 85? That's right, 85. It'll be 107 here in a couple of years. When you tell your kid about it, it'll be 109 yards. And you did it 3 times. What a great return. You volunteered and you proved you could do it. First time you touch it, you went 85 yards against the Bruins.
Nathan Thompson in at quarterback.
So Nathan Thompson will come and hopefully Johnson will be okay getting checked out on the sideline. It'll be handoff to Merritt and he's going to be taken down. Looks like Sutherlin's got their main guys still in there, their first teamers. Sprinting into the ball game now, number 14, that's Ronnie Gonzalez, a 5'6", 140-pound sophomore, as Marcus Loper will come out. Probably last time we'll see Marcus tonight. So Gonzalez split to the right side with Cameron Everett and Josh Reed to the near side. Tristan Gross, Merritt the single setback. And that is Nathan Thompson, 6'1", 185-pound sophomore. He will hand it Merritt, and he's getting across the 40, 35, turns on the Jets, but taken down at the 28. Big hit by Harrison Harwood. Boy, Merritt got through that hole quickly.
That's a first down.
Big run by Merritt. Tough kid. He got hit hard by Harwood. They probably played each other a few times. They're both sophomores. Harwood for Sutherlin and Merritt for South Umpqua. Merritt, big run, and SU on the move after the running into the punter, the roughing the punter. Johnson, his night is done. Hopefully he'll be okay. Thompson will hand it to Merritt. Good hands by Thompson, and the ball pops loose. And down at the 20. Did that ball come out, Mike?
I think he bobbled it, but I don't think it actually hit the ground.
Got a pole in front of me, so I'm going to have to move all the way to my right now. Boy, Mike and I, what are we, about 6 yards apart here?
Yeah, we are. I can hear you good, though.
That's right. I can hear you, too. I still see you. Separated by Mr. Kennedy. Into the ball game now. That looks like number 88, Alex Kelly, 6'2", 170-pound sophomore wideout, split to the right side along with Gonzalez and Gray. Thompson takes the snap. There's a run blitz, and boy, the football. Merritt got the football and 3 white jerseys at the same time.
That's kind of dangerous right there because he didn't have the ball but just a split second before he got hammered.
So Merritt will come out of the ball game. Checking into the football game, that's Tucker Pence, a freshman, 5'8", 145. And he will check in, the 4th-team tailback. Everyone getting a little work now. Clock moving, 3:20 and counting. South Umpqua 40, Sutherlin 14. Lancers going to break a 19-game losing streak, stretching all the way back to 2009. Kelly to the near side along with Gross. Gonzalez and Gray to the right side. Coming to motion. Gross gets the handoff. Popped out of his hands, and I think Sutherlin jumped on top of it, and they did. That is number 11, Trace Miller. That's a play we used to see a lot of in recent years.
Yeah, we actually saw that in game 1 quite a bit, but then it's kind of just phased out of their game plan.
That receiver coming in motion. It's kind of an odd play because the snap takes place right when the receiver is near the quarterback. It always looks like the snap's going to hit the receiver. It's such a bang,
it's time
play.
just so the quarterback
exactly.
catches it. He can either hand it off or pull it back. And then,
and like you said, that was an integral part of this offense last couple years and in game one, but just kind of put it on the back burner. I guess when you got big number 6 back there, just keep handing it to him. Don't need to be tricky.
No, there isn't.
Give it to your best player. And they've done it the last couple of weeks. 6 touchdowns last week for Dakota Singer. 6 touchdowns tonight. Carson looking to throw near side for Martineau. Goes down to his knees and hauls it in at the 32. On the coverage, Tristan Gross and Kyler Merritt. And that's got to be at least about a half dozen catches for Jace Martineau.
Yeah, he's played a heck of a ball game, and he's made some good, solid catches when he knows he's going to get hit hard, and he's not shying away from it.
He's got 10 receptions in the ball game. That's fantastic. More than I thought. Boy, Martineau.
We're so used to guessing that stat.
Is that correct, Josh?
We could look at Josh.
Or 6. Oh, he missed it is 6. All right. Make me look bad, Josh. They're going to throw it. Little quick hitter to
Austin Kennedy.
Yeah, that's Kennedy. Caught it at the 40, taken down at the 46. First down, Sutherlin. So the Bulldogs try to get back on the scoreboard one more time. Gross will come out of the ball game, as will Aaron Fish and Thompson. Caleb Newton will check back in. Also in is Sean Rigsby, 5'10", 150-pound sophomore defensive back for SU. Gonzalez, single coverage to the receiver to the near side. I believe that's Harwood. Up under center is Carson. They're going to pitch it to McKnight. Cuts it back inside, breaks a tackle midfield, and taken down at the 48-yard line. On the stop, the man who just checked back in, Caleb Newton. Also there, Kyler Merritt.
Number 13, Brennan Murphy, a 5'11", 130-pound sophomore, checks in.
125 and counting. All over but the shouting here in Tri-City. South Umpqua 40. Sutherland 14. Bulldogs, though, trying to get into the end zone one more time. Carson will do it from the shotgun. Low snap. Going to throw deep downfield for Marquez, and it's intercepted. A one-handed grab by Sean Rigsby.
Rigsby comes up, turns at the right time, locates the ball, puts his big old paw up there, and comes down with a one-handed interception.
Boy, that was impressive.
Incredible. That was cool.
That was great. Not a bad throw either by Carson, but just a little underthrown. But Marquez had a step on Rigsby, but he stuck that paw out there. And the 5'10", 150-pound sophomore gets his first career interception. Hopefully a lot more of those to come this year and in future seasons.
How exciting is this?
Brock O'Sullivan, 6'1", 170-pound sophomore, will check into the ballgame. Number 74, I don't have a name for number 74, not on the roster. Big lineman checking in for SU as he will check in for Jordan McDevitt, whose night is done. So Thompson still in at quarterback, 1:08 to go, and he will keep it himself. Got a little bit of room, but McKnight grabs him and spins him down. And SU might be wise to just let the clock run out here. Don't want to risk any injuries with your younger players, but they'd also like to get a little experience, get some snaps. Under 1 to go in this one. 55 seconds and counting. Lancers looking over to the near side to get the play, and bringing it in will be number 13, Brennan Murphy. 5'11", 130-pound sophomore wideout. Now the Lancers will sprint to the line. Got to hurry and run out of time. 35 seconds and counting. Could be the final snap. Thompson calls out the signals. Lost control of it. Picked it back up. And just tries to make something out of it. He gets hit. Boy, there's a late hit. Big number 76 flying in there. Casey Colbert. No penalty flag. And it slid down to his knees and bumped the quarterback. Did more than bump him. But that should be the final play of this one, folks. Great job by the Lancers all around. Dakota Singer. The Lancer fans on their feet. They're going to win this one. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. The final score. South Umpqua 40. Sutherlin 14. Congratulations to Steve Stebbins and the Lancers. The postgame coming up next on Douglas County Sports Online.com.
To recognize the achievements of every student. That's the mission of the South Umpqua High School Booster Club. Each year, the boosters bring awareness to the community about student achievements. Get involved. Visit a booster club meeting on the second Monday of the month at the district office starting at 6:30 in the evening. South Umpqua High hosts 13 sporting activities from the fall through spring sessions. Contact Lisa Lemming at 580-8405. Support your community. Support South Umpqua Booster Club.
What's better than a touchdown for your favorite team? Getting a great deal on groceries at your neighborhood Ray's Food Place. Ray's Food Place is your home team with fresh produce, the highest quality meats, tasty bakery items, and everything you need to game plan a party, a tailgater, or just a quick weeknight meal. Ray's is proud to sponsor today's local football action because you support us every day. Ray's Food Place. Family owned, family values since 1956.
First Community Credit Union is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Since 1957, First Community has served communities like ours with the same commitment and same mission: to provide our community with dependable financial solutions, because where we live, community comes first. Visit myfirstccu.org or your local branch for financial solutions you can trust. First Community Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Just like the team that lines up and runs the ball up the middle, ShopSmart doesn't rely on fancy gimmicks or trick plays. All you'll find at your neighborhood ShopSmart are direct deals for the best prices on the products you need most. Need a first down on 3rd and 1? Pull back up the middle. Need prices on groceries that won't break the family bank? Head to ShopSmart. Proud to support today's local football. ShopSmart, where savings are in the bag.
Hey, bro, good call on catching the game at Pizza Palace. This is cool.
Well, they pay me to come in and watch.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
It's true. With the awesome deals and great food means I don't have to cook, so it's kind of like being paid to come in and eat and watch the game. Yep, I pretty much consider myself to be a professional viewer.
Oh, you do you?
Pretty much.
You are so reality challenged.
No, I'm not. And if you really knew me, you'd know that I've been thinking about going pro for a long time now.
Just pass the pizza.
Pizza Palace at Myrtle Creek, the way pizza was meant to be.
For over 25 years, Clint Newell Auto Group has worked to earn a name that means more than just another great deal. It's important to us that our name means the best in service, maintenance and repair, and customer satisfaction. We're also proud to be part of this great community by sponsoring and helping many of the events we all know and enjoy. It's our way of saying thanks to all of you who helped Clint Newell Auto Group become Douglas County's #1 dealer. Clint Newell Auto Group, where our name means more.
Dell's Building Supply has been an active member of the Myrtle Creek Tri-City community for more than 50 years. Dell's is also proud to sponsor its local students and a variety of school programs, including South Umpqua High School athletics. Owner Jeff Johnson and his staff wish all Lancer teams success this season. Dell's Building Supply, 102 South Old Pacific Highway in Myrtle Creek. Go Lancers!
The final score here in Tri-City, South Umpqua wins it 40-14. Dakota Singer scored all 6 of the Lancer touchdowns. He finishes with 29 carries, 313 yards, and 6 touchdowns back-to-back weeks, over 300 yards, and both weeks 6 touchdowns. So he's in 2 weeks, 51 carries, 669 yards, and 12 touchdowns. Not bad.
That's like the Duck offense.
That was all Dakota Singer. That's amazing. But, Mike, you really got to be happy all around. The SU defense, for the most part, played pretty well. A lot of guys getting into the ball game. And, defensively, they're getting better. Sutherlin had some bright spots. Jace Martineau had a big game. Ryland McKnight had a big game. But SU really just dominated from the get-go.
They really did. If I had to call it, with just one word, I'm going to say solid. It was just solid performance from the time the clock started and the ball was put in play until the final buzzer in the fourth quarter. The defense played well. The offensive line creates so many opportunities for Singer to get through, and his speed is just incredible. Johnson played a very, very good game. at quarterback. He only had 2 passing attempts, but, I mean, shoot. This team did a great job tonight. Special teams, they were very solid. You know, you just can't say enough about this performance. They pick up their first Far West League win in years, since 2009, right? Since October 23rd, 2009.
Yeah, snapping that 19-game league losing streak.
Exactly.
The big play, I think, it was 20-8, and Sutherlin was on the move. And Taylor Clarkson threw that interception, nice interception from Josh Reed, a great return. But Josh caught it intercepted about inside the 5-yard line, returned it out to the 40, and that was it.
That's it.
Dakota Singer scores, and then the game's over. So instead of a 20-15 game in that second quarter, a few moments after the interception, it's 28-8, and it was all SU. It was done.
Right, and you know, Singer's performance overshadows McKnight, but McKnight had a very, very solid night as well on 22 carries, 101 yards and a touchdown. That's an exceptional night for a running back. You can't just compare everything to what Singer's done with 300-plus yards, but, you know, you get over 100 yards. That's a solid performance, and he had to work for it. I mean, he used his speed to shift side to side, and he pulled people around a lot, and just a great performance.
And
thanks, Josh.
Josh Kennedy, our stat guy. Appreciate it. See you in Coos-Bay, Josh. And
we'll give you a free ride.
Taylor Carson, quarterback for Sutherlin, ended up having a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, he was 11 for 22 for 109 yards. He had 3 picks, one of them there in the late in the game. But, you know, this Sutherlin Bulldog team, they might be a year or 2 off from being pretty competitive again. Coach Radford's got to get his system down, and the players have got to learn. And that's just not something you learn in 5 or 6 weeks of practice and games. You know, like I said earlier, the South Umpqua offense has been running Coach Stebbins' way for the last couple of years, and it's starting to pay dividends right now. And I'm sure with what I saw with McKnight, we're going to be calling that guy's name quite a bit. Yep. Both Kenny Sherman, you know, you and I when they're playing here and all that type of stuff. I look for him to be a great running back in the Far West League.
Yep, McKnight, only a sophomore. It was 20-8 after the opening quarter. SU led it. They scored 14 in that second period. And they led it 34-8 at the break. They stretched the lead to 40-8 after the third quarter. And a quick-moving fourth quarter. Sutherlin, the only score of that period, and the one touchdown was it. 40-14, our final. Dakota Singer, all SU touchdown runs of 15, 2 yards, 45, 12, 50, and 3. And Ryland McKnight had an 18-yard touchdown scamper for Sutherlin. The other score coming on a 4-yard touchdown pass from Carson to Austin Kennedy. So the final score, 40-14. Sutherlin drops to 1-5 on the season, 1-3 in the Far West League. South Umpqua improves to 1-2 in league play, and Mike, 3-3 overall, not bad.
That's great. 500 ball, and you know it's like I said, they have a real good chance of coming out of the Far West League with a winning record. So something I'm looking forward to.
Well, they got the start last week, got some confidence with Illinois Valley. Obviously, this week they now know that they're a pretty good football team. They're getting better, and they have a winnable game on the road against Marshfield. Now they got to win the big game on the road. Marshfield, 5A school, coming down to 4A, but they're not a real solid team yet. They're still struggling. They're under a first-year head coach, but still, it's not going to be easy going to Coos-Bay on Friday.
No, that's a tough place to play, and I think if South Umpqua comes out and executes just like they did now, even if they do struggle more with a bigger line or a bigger school per se, I think they're still going to come out on top. They played solid football tonight.
Yep.
They really did.
Sutherlin, Kenny Sherman will have the broadcast for you next week. He is in Glide tonight with Myrtle Point and Glide. But our final here from Tri-City on homecoming, South Umpqua snaps a 19-game Far West League losing streak, and they do it in fine fashion. South Umpqua 40, Sutherlin 14. For our statistician Josh Kennedy, for Mike Rudy, I'm Brent Newton. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. You've been listening to Far West League football on DouglasCountySportsOnline.com.